suggestions, Jeep things. 800-pound bear chase, exfoliating, treating gravity like a suggestion, saying it'll dry. All Jeep things. Sweating your tail off, freezing your tail off, and Americans saving another American's tail. Jeep
Hey guys,
making a Jeep vehicle for only
I'm here.
cash like him. Not a Jeep thing. Making adventure affordable. Now that's a Jeep thing. So we're bringing you more Jeep things this year because Jeep things
lens
should be
off.
everyone's thing.
Not very good. Need to clean that lens up a little bit so it isn't as foggy.
New players get 500 spins over 10 days on your favorite Cash Eruption slots. Play exclusive Ray Picante del Pollo today and classic
Xfinity or O'Reilly time.
Red Hot Reels. New players
Yes, and I figured I'd title it the way that I did because, yeah, who doesn't have that jingle stuck in their head when they are talking about it?
You know, Brendan, winning teams are a lot like Richmond water heaters.
Oh, yeah? How's that, Coach?
They bring the heat with reliability, and they're always...
Corey, that's why I started doing this back in 2019.
Menards, they're in stock and ready to take on the day.
That was the whole reason why I started doing it.
You know, Brandon,
Was this idea of,
job for team
hey, I get to hang out with friends and maybe share a common thing as watch races with friends. Now I may have to leave midstream to go get food, but the stream will stay up. I just may have to leave. Cheryl will have to take over the stream for me while I go get food.
Weeknight starting at 7 on CW Detroit 50.
Yes, yes. Happy Valentine's Day to all.
Welcome back to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series season opener here at the World Center of Racing. Joe Gibbs Racing is looking for a big weekend here at Daytona, and they've already grabbed one victory with Gio Ruggiero winning his first ARCA race.
Sorry, Spency, I don't. I know I've had people come in and out of my chat over the years, so.
His series debut, but you're catching a glimpse of that win earlier today. Crew Chief Seth Chaka has been impressed with his driver this weekend, watching him in both this ARCA race and also the Truck Series, where he finished second last night. The entire team has described the driver as eager, hungry, and aggressive. The goal, though, they told me, is to rein
Well,
in
I'm sorry,
what matters
bro.
most.
If you've commented before, if not, I probably don't. I know I have names I instantly recognize versus names that, but hey, in fact, you've been here for 4 years. I feel bad that I don't recognize the name, but
I spoke with Sheldon earlier today. He doesn't feel like they have very many weaknesses as a team throughout this entire year, and the switch to Chevy is one that is being met with a lot of positivity across the board for both he and Sam Mayer. So should make a difference here at Daytona here too, where he's been close to victory lane on a number of occasions, and we'll see if it's enough to finally get Creed into victory.
But hey, I'm glad you've been with me for 4 years, you know.
For the first time since 2006, driver Corey Day going to get that first opportunity to run full-time after running 11 races last season. You talk to the leadership at HMS and they say
Hendrick didn't have a Xfinity car running full-time since 06. Huh.
But he's getting a shot based off his talent and said,
I don't know. Like the truck race last night, Jason, this is the wrong series to be asking me that question.
would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It's a privilege.
I mean, the 500 is probably the one that I could give you a good pick on, but
At this time, we ask that you please rise as you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as Interlochen High School Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome President and Senior Chaplain at Motor Racing Outreach, Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, as we rise up tonight to recognize your presence in our lives, Lord, we do so thankful for your love and your goodness that surrounds us all. Father, be with these drivers, teams, officials tonight. Lord, bless everybody with a safe night, a great night of racing. And Father, as we honor our great nation and the singing of the anthem, Lord, we also remember those that are defending our freedom, both at home and abroad, as well as first responders. We ask you to be with them, keep them safe and their families. May your peace and your presence surround us all. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Lindsey Bowman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Golden Corral supports our veterans through Military Appreciation Nights, providing free meals to veterans and active duty service members. And as a
Sorry
family
about that.
partner of Camp Corral, Golden Corral helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to camp each year. Well, what do you say?
I was trying to get. My dad has a condo, Delray Beach, which is about 3 hours south of Daytona. I was trying to ask him once I realized, oh, where is he at? How are you at in relation to Daytona? What's the weather supposed to be like for tomorrow? Trying to get an idea of what because I know they, for those not aware, and I'm letting you guys know this now, and I'll remind people later, they moved up the start time for tomorrow. I just got to remember myself to make sure I'm on early enough to get everything going before we get things going. But yeah, 1:30 tomorrow instead of 2:30. So just heads up for those that for anybody that hasn't seen the news. Yeah, 1:30 tomorrow. I will hopefully try to be on before that, because hey, first stream of the year, it's the 500, baby. You know, we're back, new season. Let's see if I've been doing this since 1920, 1, 2.
And your condition doesn't
3,
have to steal the
4,
moment.
5.
Long-lasting Eylea HD delivers
God, it's
powerful
8
vision
years.
improvements.
My 8th season doing this.
Eylea HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that has
Yeah,
at least
I'll do it in the lead up till tomorrow. I meant to do it after the duels on Thursday, and I didn't. And also, I'll discuss with chat too in my pre-race coverage tomorrow. Me and my coworker picked our teams this year, and I'll get everybody's thoughts on that. Personally, I think my coworker's got the better team this year, but I'll throw the teams out there and see what you guys think. I went to the dark side for one of my picks.
I think there's something wrong with the toilet. Carburetor.
Rodney. Not to spoil anything, yes, Steve. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say it because I don't like the guy personally myself, but he is. It's hard not to overlook him as the favorite coming in here. So, I mean, he is the favorite. I tell you what would be a good matchup, and I would want to see. And you know what? Chat, since we got the crowd rolling in here, I got one for you. Which one are you taking here? If you had this heads up, the RCR duo, Jesse Love, Austin Hill, versus the old colleague trio, Chastain, Haley, and Allmendinger. At Daytona, who are you taking? Because the colleague cars used to be really good here in the Xfinity races. So that's which package are you taking? Because both of them have been good on these races. Which are you taking, the colleague trio or the RCR duo? Which one are you taking for these races? One race. One race you have to. The scenario is one race you have to win. Which one are you taking?
Sam Mayer has won races year over year consistently in this series, but the next step for him as a race car driver is to be.
Well, obviously, I know your loyalties there, Hamill. Which hope you're having fun at the track, by the way. I don't know if you stayed or not, but you could be chatting in here from the track. Hope the little man's enjoying his day too.
You need to race with intensity every weekend. He knows he needs to keep it within reason, but Mayer is out to prove himself again this year, and he's got a fast enough car tonight to set a good tone early. It's time to kick off the O'Reilly Auto Parts era on the CW. Let's get the engines fired at Daytona.
Daytona International Speedway, please give a big NASCAR welcome to the Chief Executive Officer of Team Rubicon, Jim Brooks.
It is a great day to be at Racer with NASCAR and United Rentals in Daytona. Let's do this. Drivers! Start your engine!
Damn! Bro was ready for that. He's been waiting all day for that one. That kind of reminds me, like, one of the best ones I ever heard. For those, you could go probably look up the race to rewatch it. In terms of commands, was the 2003 August race at Michigan. The guy that got to do that.
Every truck month, trucks talk tough. Only Ram delivers the trucks worth talking about. Ram Truck Month. The most powerful light-duty gas lineup in America.
I mean, he had the projection. Didn't really strain his voice like kind of this guy did, but he had the projection, and he had the oomph to it. And I think that's still one of my favorites.
2026 Ram 1500 models in
Yeah.
for $308 a month with $308.
Ironically enough, Michigan too, Bumble. That was it was the June race, but I believe it was either 2010 or 2011. I think it was 2010 because that was when they were promoting grown-ups.
Fun definitely sounds like whatever fun sounds like to you. The #1 casino app has you covered. It's the funnest fun you've ever fun.
Also,
Players get a free daily reward and a chance
I got a good one for the channel point prediction, but I'm gonna wait till a couple more people jump in here before I put it up.
Come see what you've been missing.
And it's one we're not gonna find out until the end of the race, so I'll tell you that right now.
Every bite is crispy and full of flavor.
Crispy!
So crispy. You're gonna love this. That's really good. That's an actual fillet. It looks amazing.
And I will also let chat know.
Favorite Wisconsin tradition?
Those who were here last night, I already mentioned this, but I'll mention it again because I'm doing it tonight. After the race tonight,
Here is a before of my
there's going to be a brief break. But in my Discord after the race, we're going to do kind of like a Mystery Science 3000 of Days of Thunder. I feel like I always gotta try to watch Days of Thunder around the time Daytona goes on, the opener, because I love the opening to Days of Thunder, the way the music and it just sets everything. It's kind of neat just to get the real refresher again. So.
One visit, Sono Bello got rid of my love handles and my belly fat.
You want that flat stomach? You go get that flat stomach. Call Sono Bello. Get in there for your free consultation. Do this for you.
That's the plan post-race.
Flexible payment options make it easy to get started today. 1-800-765-8457.
As I've done the last few years doing the openers. Last year I missed it because of we're doing, I guess you could say it was more like the celebration of it. My mom got remarried last year, and they decided to do their little like party for it the week after, which was the day of this race last year. So we actually going to get it this year. I didn't start it last night, Doug, but I did do the truck race last night. The VOD should still be on my channel here. It stays up, I think, for a couple of weeks before it naturally goes away. But I put my VODs when I do this on YouTube. If YouTube allows them, I put them on YouTube after the fact. So if you ever miss a reaction, look up this name. Just drop the 3-0 from the name and look it up on YouTube. You'll find my channel on YouTube that has some of the race reaction recaps. If you ever miss a race or me reacting to it, that's the way to find them. As long as I don't have copyright issues. Sometimes YouTube won't let it go up because of the copyright stuff, so I try to put up what I can.
With this new chase format, how important race wins are going to be. And there's two drivers I have my eye on who I think could go up there and beat those RCR duo. That is Justin Allgaier, champion of this series. He's won basically everything there is in this series. I think he can get it done. And also, my pick for the win tonight, Jeff Burton. We call him the dog because of the way he races at these super speedways. He's won at Talladega. I think tonight could be the night. He was P1 in practice. He's got speed in that car.
Jeb's dad Ward is here, won the Daytona 500 2002, and now we get to our Keys to Victory Lane, presented by Mobile One. Jamie?
No, Jeb's in the 27. The way that sounded, I thought the same thing, Corey, but no, they're talking about Jeb in the 27, Jeb Burton. I thought the same thing the way they worded it. The way they were talking, it showed that car on screen.
Four straight wins in the season opener here at Daytona. On top of that, both of their cars on the front row for the race tonight. You're going to have to go through RCR.
RCR got a streak going like Tony Stewart did when he used to run. Tony, when he used to run here for this race, had was it between 2005 and 2013, the only race he didn't win was the one that he, actually there was two, because he didn't win the one in 2012. Was the one he didn't run, the 2007 race.
Hey Parker, how you doing, man? Good, buddy. So you were a driver. You became an
2007 and 2012 were the two that Stewart didn't win between 05 and, and 13.
Buddy. Best of luck.
I'm not aware of who he is, guys. I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of names I don't recognize because, again, I have not followed this series as much as I used to. Because I just don't have the draw to the series like for me like it used to.
Top 5 in both Daytona races last season, including a runner-up in this race 1 year ago. As we shift to page 2 here, Sammy Smith qualified 12th. He's finished top 10 in the last 2 drafting races, including a runner-up last time the series raced at Daytona in August. He is a great
Carson, who had that wild night last night, the truck race.
Sanchez, number 25, making his first start for this new team, AM Racing. He won in the draft last year at Atlanta. Gonna have his work cut out for him today, though, Parker, starting 28th. Right, he'll be good.
Burton Cousins, Jevin Harrison. Natalie Decker's return to NASCAR. I think. I'm going to have to correct me on that, but I believe this is her return.
I really do, Adam. And for once again, fans can find all 33 races right here on the CW for year 2 as we bring you some more NASCAR racing. But how about a different vantage point for fans to get used to this season? That's what you get atop of the Arby's pit box that we're going to be at a select few races this season, bringing you fun stories, exclusive interviews, and much more from right here on Pit Road where all the action is. And I can promise you one thing, you can't miss this thing because, yeah, it's wrapped in meat. Williams makes his return to the JGR number 18 car after a crash at Talladega last fall kept him out of the last 2 races of 2025 with concussion-like symptoms. I asked him if there was any apprehension today since that crash came at a drafting track, and he said absolutely not. He is ready to go. JGR has worked during the offseason on making their super speedway cars better. That showed up during his qualifying.
Wait a minute.
William topped the charts in the first round, and Dillon ultimately starting from the 4th position.
Was that guy part of Hendrick Motorsports at one time? Because the name looks familiar. At least the last name looks familiar. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but the last name looks familiar. Also, let me, since we got enough people in here, I'll go ahead and put this up here now. Meandering.
Thank you, Dylan. It's time now for Starkey Radio Communication. Let's listen in.
Hey, champ, you got me? This is the start of a new season. It all starts right here in Daytona. So let's do it tonight. Let's start it off with a bang. Let's get as many points as we can. And let's be there at the end to put ourselves in position to get a trophy. Copy that.
Scan the QR code. Go ahead to Starkey.com and test your hearing in just 5 minutes with their free online hearing test. Great to check in.
Now, here's your prediction. And I'm going to make this at least a half hour long. No, it was Jeff. That's why I was wondering if there was any relation to Kevin, because the last name was spelt in it the same. That's the name I was thinking of, John, he was part of Jimmy Johnson's team. But the guy they showed who looked like he was the crew chief of Wallach was Jeff. That's why I was wondering, are they brothers?
It's got to be a tease. It's a terrible tease because as you get to that point, you pulled your seatbelts tight, you're kind of mentally ready to start this race, and then they add another lap. And I think the nerves are
one more lap. One more pace lap. By the way, good luck with the prediction. Good luck with the prediction. I'm interested to see the way that one goes. Especially considering how last night went. Yeah, it's got overtime available to it, Corey. I'm just saying, is it going to finish under green?
You know, it's interesting in talking to their teams, their philosophies on how you...
Oh, Bumble, it's longer than that. Yours has got to be longer than that.
Handling characteristics, it's different. And when you go back to last year's race, they dominated. Right?
No, the question is simply, will the race finish under green? Will we see the checkered flag under green? Or will it be caution and checkered? Is simply what I'm asking.
One thing, though, that they have in common, both really outstanding in the draft.
Well, the other thing they have in common is that they're both worried about the other one. Like when we interviewed those guys after qualifying.
Kevin, now I remember Kevin was the one that was on Johnson's team. John. Jeff is the crew chief of the 18. I was just curious if they were related. Obviously, I was right. They're brothers, but Wasn't sure.
Hendrick Motorsports.
Alright, my man. You know the deal. Let's go start this thing out right. Yeah, 10-4. Thanks everyone for the hard work all off season. I appreciate everything, and we go give it our best.
I believe so, Bumble.
One of the things I picked up from Corey Day a few weeks ago when we talked to him is I don't think his heart rate ever gets over about 80. He's like, he's kind
Brother
of
Crucci's. Where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, Todd and Brad Parrott. That's the first pair I can think of is Brad Todd Parrott.
completely foreign to him. You know, he's a sprint car racer, runs on dirt where you're sliding around all the time.
Sure, there's others, but that's the first one I can
And
think
think
of.
the thing he can do here today, especially in these first couple of stages, is simply take mental notes, right? See what moves are working, what don't. Don't try to do anything too aggressive. Just take notes, put yourself in the right position, and survive to the end of this race.
Hey, with the jingle kind of stuck in my head, anytime I think of the O'Reilly name, it's gonna take some get used to too. I know I've screwed it up a couple times already this week. All right, second series race of the weekend, and we are green for O'Reilly's. And just so I can get... Oh, and they're already wrecking. Already wrecking. They didn't even make it to the actual start-finish line.
And you can sense it. Adams calling the start there. They didn't go, right? Like they waited a while in that restart zone, and that doesn't normally affect the guys.
Look at your gauges. If anything's wrong, just stop it if you have to. They want you to stop. They want you to stop.
Yeah, NASCAR can see that he's trailing oil behind. And this is something that they've really...
Probably punctured the radiator. Probably punctured the radiator. Well, they were just saying, Allison, that they kind of laid back on the start, like they did get going.
Anthony Alfredo, his horrific weekend continues. Take a look and see exactly what happens.
Into the 38.
Right here on the start.
Come on, roll the video. There you go.
Here on some of these guys, Maggio right there, that pink and white.
Oh, it started. Yeah, it started way back.
And it's the gaps.
Accordion effect.
You don't want to have that, especially because when you're 2x2 like this and tucked up the rear bumper of another car, you can't see any of those in front of you. There's acceleration. So when you get this accordion effect, it happens almost in an instant where you feel like you just run in the car in front. But
Do you want me to think what it was? Because now I look at it, I wonder what it was. I wonder if Jesse didn't go to let Austin drop in the line. We've seen the teammate restarts done before. I wonder if that's what accordion the inside back like that.
And remember, for that onboard there, the driver's sitting a lot lower than where that camera's located.
Early caution.
Well, now I see what Austin did. I'm wondering if that's what they did, and that's what checked up the inside.
That changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going.
That is the downside to doing the teammate restart. Doing the team restarts like that, because that's what can happen.
Breasttree may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling.
Yeah, I know how they do it.
Vision changes or eye pain occur.
Teammates have done that on these style tracks for God knows how long now.
Is getting a salary, and Lou should not do stand-up. But that's like a third role. I'm on her own. They can start with this
Rate of pay, baby.
Folks, I've seen a thing or two. But these prescription prices? Pricey. Higher than a rooster on stilts. Ain't that right, Dusty Feet?
Reckon it's time we rope 'em in.
Good RX makes saving time and money easier than splitting a biscuit.
I am trying to decipher the grammar in that line. Trying to.
Good RX.
In these race cars, it gets to 130, 140 degrees. Your suit's full of sweat. There's days where I lose literally 6 or 7 pounds. Before I used Mando, there were times when I could smell myself, and it's not pleasant. I started using Mando. The deodorant works phenomenal. I'll never switch to another brand, honestly.
Coming to the stage this Friday, it's Ned's first team karaoke night. But he's wondering,
What if my flaky red plaque psoriasis takes center stage?
next up, we have Ned. What if Ned knew he could treat differently?
Otezla is a pill that treats plaque psoriasis even in hard-to-treat areas. You can get clear...
And also, I will say it so it gets stuck in everybody else's heads, just like mine when I put the title in. O'Reilly's. Auto Parts. Now it's stuck in your head. You're welcome.
Severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts.
With Otezla, clear skin could be your jam. Live in the moment. Struggling on topicals? Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Every mile matters. That's why Mobil 1 motor oil is engineered to keep your engine running like new for longer.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats. Progressive Insurance. Get in the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. And by
Or the 02500 restart. Bumble.
fun celebration here a year ago for Jesse Love.
The one where Marlon turned Gordon after they got away out of the tri-oval.
Protecting first responders and communities all across America. Let's get an update from pit road. Here's Dylan Welch.
Well, you see the Ford car here. That is normally driven by Cesar Baccarella, qualified into the show earlier today by Cesar. But Anthony Alfredo is now piloting that race car after his regular full season ride was not able to qualify for this race later or earlier today. Cesar stepped out of this race car and turned it over to Anthony. It has been a speed weeks to forget for Anthony. Raced into the Daytona 500 on Thursday, then was disqualified in post-race check. We mentioned the struggles with his regular season car in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series earlier today. This is Thursday night, leading one of the dual races in the Cup Series, and it was all going according to plan until it wasn't after the race. Anthony was, as we said, able to get into this number 4 car in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series today, courtesy of Cesar Baccarella. He said, the one thing I've got to do is not damage this thing out of respect to Tommy Joe Martins and this entire team.
It was just a simple restart stack up 5, or the RCR cars I think were trying to do the team restart. And I checked up the inside lane, they stacked up back, and you had a little stack up.
Cesar Baccarella is in the mix, so we would anticipate if the damage isn't too bad, the same could be true for Alfredo. And look at this, the fortune that he had last night.
Do not dwell on what you cannot control.
What you cannot control. He posted that on his social media. Major statement based on what's happened to him the last couple of days.
Funny enough, that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, Chinese food. So, great SPF Chang's, but... Alright, here we go. Yeah, there they go again. Oh no, that was the restart. They got me. They got me. That was the replay. They got me. They got me. That was the replay. Yeah, you guys can clip that one. They got me on that one. I thought they had stacked it up again on the restart. I was like, really again? No, that was the replay. They got me. They got me. I got caught in 4K. Granted, this stream isn't 4K, but... Sorry, My nerves are a little fried, and let me explain why. Because when I tell you guys this story, you're going to laugh at this. So for those that aren't aware, Friday morning on the way to work, I hit a deer, which damaged my vehicle. So my vehicle's currently in the shop. So I borrowed my mom's truck this morning to go to work today, because I had to work early today. As I'm literally pulling into the parking lot of the company I work for, guess what? MFer decides to dart across in front of me. Yes, another deer. Thankfully, I was low enough speed in the parking lot, and I saw it in enough time to not hit it. But it's just like, I almost went to the heavens like, are you trying to give me a heart attack at this point? The Deer Mafia is sending their hitmen after me. Seriously. Bambi's got a score to settle with me, I guess.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight that.
What's funny is I call him my stepdad, but my mom's second husband, he for years was driving long, about an hour, was driving the drive but in reverse, and had no problem with deer. We move up here in 21, and I've totaled the car with one, damaged another car, and almost hit another one with the third car. It's like, come on. Can I catch a break when it comes to the deer?
That's rough. But hey, with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want. Any way I want.
It's your windshield. Get it fixed.
Damn, I hope he's okay. Because those things are animals are heavy when you hit an animal, and it, especially if it goes into the windshield.
Supports you. You're a lucky guy. Joe doesn't have Progressive and takes it out on those who do.
And Progressive makes it easy to make changes to my policy.
Oh, great. You can add Sarah here.
It's Julie.
Right. Sarah was the one your mom really liked. Hi, Julie.
I'm putting my Progressive savings towards another cruise.
Look how young you are. Don't be passive Progressive.
Look how cute you were.
Get good coverage and savings for yourself.
Before you could talk.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat and 3 box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously. It's more meal for your money.
I was gonna say a race car hitting a deer is, or hitting an animal like that is different than, you know, in a passenger car. I mean, considering they're hitting it at basically triple digit the speed, you know, triple the speed you are in your regular car. Just obliterate it. I still remember I don't know if Hamill's in chat. I know he's at the track, so I don't know if he's going to respond to this. But I still remember the car. I think it was at Pocono. They hit the groundhog and sent the groundhog flying. The dark. I think it was the RCR car, the 33. I don't know who was driving, but he hit the groundhog and it went tumbling down the racetrack.
And the Roma. Looking at Brennan Poole here. The Roma Chevy. I think that Brennan's trying to do the right thing here. Yeah, so he's giving a little bit of a gap. Jeb with you see him the last second turn down. And Jeb made the right move there. And I think what you said earlier was so crucial because it doesn't matter. Like you give space on these super speedway restarts, especially early on, because you're just going to catch them again. Let's take a listen to his radio.
Waving them off, and I tried to go left. I did get in touch with my right front fender. Just unbelievable.
Hey, Brendan Poole. Guy who probably should have won that 2016 Dagger race. We'll get into that. No, he was just doing the truck race, Jad. I don't know if there's any more planned for him after last night, but to my knowledge, it was just the one for right now.
We didn't see a lot of drafting in practice yesterday, so you want to develop that rhythm, and now you get this slow start, so you shrink the opening stage.
All right.
We'll find it now.
Let's see if they can actually get past the start-finish line this time. Yeah, and this time they will. And again, look at the front row. Maybe that's why it was.
Hill got his teammate behind him. Red and white number 2, Jesse Love down to his left. Second-year driver from Minnesota. That white and orange number 18 is William Solange.
Yeah, I agree.
And it takes about a lap to get those things wound
I still don't understand that one. And
going 3 wide. Yeah, Ryan Sieg's shot.
even if they threw the yellow, it's like Sadler was involved in the wreck. How'd he end up the winner? You know, that's what is weird to me about that race. Well, they're already 3 wide.
Perkins really good in the draft a season ago. See him sliding down to the bottom lane behind the 8 of Sammy Smith.
I like that move by Ryan Sieg. Sometimes when the cars are just getting up to speed, maybe there's a bit of checkup, you can make serious headway up there, and it looked like it was going to.
Ryan Sieg's got a pretty good. He's had some pretty good runs here. I still remember being a part of that finish when Kane won that photo finish here in 14. The summer race to 14.
Got a tear off or something. Sticking. Might have been a back view out of somebody. Yeah. Third lane, got 5 cars in the outside lane. Normally, as you watch this, the lane that has the most cars will be the quickest. The bottom normally is preferred, less distance around as you see the 21.
It was a little tighter together.
Working both lanes back and forth, and Jesse Love doing the same thing. His teammate right behind him. One thing to keep an eye on, I just saw Sam Mather on turn 4 use a lot of racetrack, and we saw this in the truck series. A little loud.
Corey Day got sideways there. I think a second. 17.
Now, in the truck series last night, there was a lot of trucks that were sort of out of the racetrack. This track is losing grip year after year, and especially.
They're trying to work that middle, though. They're trying to get us 3 solid lanes here.
He's going to pull up here through the middle. Most likely before he gets to the 2 and the 20, want to pull back down. Then he get a little bit of drag.
He'll back to the point.
Hill was patient, wasn't he? Just let it come to him. Bounces out front. We'll see how he manages things.
I'm telling you, you can just see the speed in the 2 and the 21. They're managing this. They can run the middle, the bottom. Both of those guys.
I was gonna say
able to get right there inside.
the inside was closer together at one point, and the 21 and 2 weren't exactly on each other. So I'm actually amazed that they worked that well.
Ryan Sieg looks good early. Number 39, third car in line.
120 laps tonight. So far 10 through, or on lap 10 of 120. Oh, 48 got sideways.
He's definitely loose. He's going to be asking for adjustments when we get to that first pit stop. And it's so hard.
Okay.
Right? You're like, oh, I'm just going to tough it out till we get to the
I don't know if he was trying to get in line there or not, but
he's the most uncomfortable in the past.
first 4 single file now.
Now you can. They're still just out of the racetrack until you can make those first adjustments and get those the rear end of that car in the track. Saw a little contact right
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Sieg in the 39.
To see they got the wall.
Jesse Love pulled up in front of him.
He's now leading the middle lane there.
No damage, just a graze. Everybody's trying to bail out here.
Uh-oh. Is he waving to try to get out, or?
Does he have some damage? Maybe from, because he just saw lift. I saw the exhaust pipes. I saw sparks actually coming out too. I wonder if he has a tire maybe going soft.
He's trying to get low.
There you go, get up.
Yep, he's waving. Waving, trying to get low. Yep. Might be right side.
Looks like it's soft on that. You see all the Goodyear.
He's trying to get low.
Hopefully he can make it back around.
Could be an adventurous lap here.
Yeah, you see the sparks out the right front, Parker. Oh, hope he can get back. It just holds on. Yep.
Ryan, you just get it low on the back here.
Yeah, he's got to get to the apron here.
Yeah, right front flat on the 39. Now, it's not going to go around Corey. You just don't want it going down and skating up the track. He's doing a good job managing it. Yeah, he got it around. Nice job, Ryan.
All the bad luck this team had a year ago. To start 2026 like this, new manufacturer, the alliance grows, and now an unscheduled pit stop as we close.
Yeah, it might not have been flat. He might have had more air in it, but definitely that right side took a hit there.
New crew chief, new team for him this year. I haven't really paid attention here. He's up in third.
I guess we're gonna ride, boys. About almost halfway through this first stage.
He changed teams in the offseason, wasn't anticipated, but he's making the best of that move. And right behind him, Jeremy Clements in the 51.
Sam Mayer trying to lead the inside there with Walich. Only just 3 cars down there, though. Well, you can manage it if you have. You can manage it if you have just. If it's just like the if it's a front tire. The rear tire is the one, if it goes down, that's going to make you spin out. We saw that happen with Hocevar last night in the truck race. C's concern was if one of those front tires went and it immediately skates up the track. That was going to be the concern. That's why they were talking about the sparks, like, oh, is it going to be able to make it around? And he got it around, which kind of surprised.
Taxes was chasing updates and getting nowhere. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert, doing it all for you.
They're trying to get an inside working.
While keeping you in the loop.
It's about an even split. Not quite even, but it's interesting to see what people think we're going to see today as far as the end of this race, and whether we're actually going to finish, whether we're going to get just the checkered or it's going to be the checkered and caution together. Just like that, yeah, we're getting back in line again.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, man, I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? But now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah. Like
There's Sieg.
Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie. Switch to Allstate and you can
Believe that's to put him 1 down. I don't know if he's 1 or 2 down. I think that's to put him 1 down if they catch him here.
What you can't do.
Where you don't belong.
Hocevar trying to see if he can get that inside going.
Right people at your side. You write your own story.
You don't wait for success. You chase it. Sharper, tougher, faster.
Oh.
With every lap.
And when you give everything you've got,
You got more cars down there now trying to work the inside.
what comes next.
My taxes pay for these roads.
Okay, so he is the only one. Okay, so he's 1 lap down. So yeah, this is him. He's just got to hang on to the end of the stage, honestly. He's the only one off the lead lap, I think, so. Ooh, Jesse looking racy baby with his teammate. I thought he'd just stick to Austin's tail for now, but looking racy.
At O'Reilly Auto Parts, we know racing isn't just speed. It takes teamwork.
Here comes that inside. Mayer's been working that inside, trying to get help there.
It's more than auto parts. Our professional
Ooh, is that
offer you the right parts and advice.
Sammy Smith in the 8? Making it 3?
You had the sum of our parts.
And those parts, they're powered by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Excuse me, that is Carson in the... I gotta remember, that's Carson in the 1. Sammy's making that middle lane work. Is that, I believe, Dean Thompson behind him in the 26? No, that's Sanchez behind him in the 26. I think. Are there 226 cars in this race, or is that graphic wrong? I think that graphic's wrong.
get in that last stage of the day.
Yeah, Parker, we looked up. There's only 12 to go right now. This because of what we had at the start. Down to 12 laps. That's why everybody's starting to get more aggressive. You see that bottom is formed. Austin Hill's got his hands full.
I know, but look at the graphic port. The graphic is showing 226s. It's not showing a 25.
You see, he hangs Mayer out, rides right there in the middle.
Work for Sam Mayer.
No.
Because they need some help here. As we watch on board here, Austin Hill.
I thought it was Sanchez that was behind Sammy there, but
Look where his head is pointed all the time. At the mirror. He's going to be watching that.
the number was confusing me. Yeah, they're slightly different, but look at the numbers. I mean, guys, look at that graphic and tell me that does not look like a 26 to you. That does not look like a 25 to me. That looks like a 26.
Teammates Sam Hunt Racing showing speed just like they did in this race a year ago organizationally. Last year, Ryan Truex was driving that 24. We know how good Harrison Burton is in the draft, and now we introduce you to the
Obviously, look at the.
Yeah, and as we ride on with Brandon Jones, I want you to watch the lane on the left. Because
Well, the style's different in it, but hell, I'm looking at what I'm looking at in 720, Jim. They dead look like the same number. They're just stylized differently. They're the same number, just stylized differently. You can tell they're two different styles, but it's the same number. Which is weird if one's supposed to be 25 and one's supposed to be 26.
on both sides. And that hurts a little bit of momentum on the bottom lane there because it breaks up that lane a little bit. You see Sam Mayer falls back from Harrison Burton. Yeah, what's really gonna separate this is when Jesse Love decides to make his move on Austin Hill, because I do think he'll be able to generate a run, but he's not going to do that till the last lap, most likely down.
Yeah, I believe they are in fact teammates, so. Which would explain why the numbers are similar.
To see how that's going to work, because that's going to be his move to almost catch Austin Hill sleeping a little bit and get to his inside. And what he wants to do is at this point of the track right here, on the exit of turn 2, he'll want to lag back a little bit to build a little bit of a
Who's that behind Quapple?
between himself and Austin Hill, and then
Is that okay? That's Sanchez behind Quapple.
and get a push, and he'll try to make that pass down into turn
That's a 25 behind Quapple. See, obviously the car number's 25, but why does it look like 26? Again, I don't. That is so weird. There's no gap in the second number. That's why it looks so much like a 6. There's no gap to it. I know, that's what's so weird. That's what I was saying. I think it's a graphic fail.
And as we head toward the end of this opening stint of the race, I remind everybody, championship format has changed in 2026. We've gone to the chase. No longer win and you're in. Points are a premium, but you're still paying for
You know what? I'm gonna screenshot. You know what? Let me do this. I'm saving that image so I can send it to my Discord and have those guys take a look at it. Say, hey, I'll post that later and have you guys say, what does that look like to you? You know? Yeah, but you can obviously tell it's a 24, though. But yeah, that's a 26. That's a 26 in the graphic. That is not a 25. Obviously, you can see the difference. The car is on track. You could see the difference in numbers. But that's not a 25.
Those are all fast cars, Junior Motorsports, Haas factory team as well. All Chevrolets. Brandon Jones.
That is not a 25 on that graphic.
It gets frustrating when you're back there at 10th or 12th. You've got 7 laps to go. You know you're going to have to make a move sooner than later, because it's going to get chaotic here with 1 or 2 to go in the front.
6 to go this time.
Anyway, 6 to go in the stage. Enough about the discussion of 25 versus 26. We got 6 to go in the stage. As long as the name's right. If the name's right, then I can... Sanchez. Sanchez is in that car, Corey.
Clement's the best of the bunch. Sanchez has been good at plus 17. Haven't said Parker Retzlaff's name in a while. He's plus 16. Talked about Burton. Carson Quapple.
Oh, 3 wide again. Sammy Smith. I'm telling you, that 8 car looks pretty good tonight. Sammy's been able to lead the line, a couple lines here.
And I think rear a little bit there. I'm pretty sure Raja gave him a little bit of a break right there. Was trying to let him back in, but you kind of get sucked into the car. I think Raja cut him just a little bit of slack right there. Great job. Sammy Smith with the head of steam he had was like, heck no, I just worked down here for the last 5 laps. No way you're getting in front of me right now.
Hey, the 5 is Luke Fenhouse. He's about to
Sanchez is in the 25, Corey. I know, that graphic is throwing me for a loop. That's why I'm looking at the name more than I'm looking at the number. Because there's no way that's a 25. Somebody would have to blow that up for me and show me that that's a 25, because that looks like a 26. That is not a 25. That is not how I would write a 25 either. That's a 6. It's a connected line. There's no gap in that line.
See right here, this is Corey Day in that red, white, blue 17 getting into Blaine Perkins. And then Raja.
Actually, you know what? I can settle this right now. This will work. I don't know if it'll work this way, but let's see. No, it's not going to do it. Thought maybe it would increase the size of it, but doesn't do that. It's not a 25.
Really impressed with Sammy Smith and the red, black, and number 8 right there.
I'll tell you, Sammy's really good in the draft. Second here in August, part of that Junior Motorsports 1-2-3. Has a victory under his belt at Talladega Superspeedway. 2.5 laps remaining, opening stage.
Oh, Sammy got hung early. Now he's going to try and catch the top right in front of Jesse Love. You see him wiggling around. He was dancing. Jesse had a head of steam as well.
Look at the teammates down low. Mayer is there getting a push from Sheldon Creed.
I'm telling you, it's so impressive with Sammy Smith how he can get hung out, gets right back in line.
Is that there's 2 numbers in here?
Right there, they're right next to each other. Look at that.
Yeah.
The
2 numbers are exactly the same. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not going nuts.
That's what it looks like. You got to get right up on top of it. I guess if you get right up on top of it, you can see it's a 5, but I mean, you got to get right up on top of it.
It doesn't even look like a 5 though. It's connected.
Yeah.
That's the number.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's a solid white line. That's a 6. They screwed the graphic up.
And down there's the 6.
Yeah, and down there's a 6 too.
Wow. This is not going to be ready.
Because we're coming to 1 to go right now.
I love this part of these races, the end of the stage. Such a snapshot of how the end of the race can pan out.
Oh, you see, he pushed up a little bit and had to put some wheel in it. And we saw this in the truck race last night. This track has continued to lose grip, and off of turn 4 is just the toughest corner around here. The track flattens out. You still have wheel in it. It just snaps on you at times. You have to be cognizant of that and sort of predict that that's going to happen before it does, and that really broke up our pack here for the front.
Yeah, it's totally changed the complexity of the end of this race.
Oh, don't tear it up.
You see, he's trying to get back to pit road. That left rear is coming apart. He just needs to slow down, though.
Final lap, stage 1. Austin Hill has led 27 of the first 20.
Yeah, I got interrupted dinner reasons, so we'll get the stage in and I'll dissect everything. Oh, Sammy! Oh, big wreck. Mayer's involved. Sanchez involved. Hill wins stage 1. Gio's tore out.
Sanchez did a great job getting up front for their qualifying position. Almost the exact same.
Okay, so anyway, first of all, I had to get somebody else's opinion in here. My mother says the same thing. It looks like a friggin' 26, so I'll end that discussion there. Second of all, Corey Day almost pulled a Bobby Labonte. Almost avoided hitting the wall. Ironically enough, if you flip his car number, that's the same number that Bobby drove when he had that great save there in 2010 in the dual race. And Hill wins the first stage. Yeah, I got about a half hour before I got to go grab food, so I'll watch as much of it as I can before I got to go do that, and then I'll be back after the fact. So this won't go down. I'll have this up the whole time, but
Breztri won't replace the rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a
just hang here, Howdy.
before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than
We'll be your Valentine. Well, Chat and I will be your Valentine. Just make sure you buy us dinner first.
vision changes or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Somewhere out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What?
Teeny tiny shrimp. But in here, we have big, beautiful shrimp.
In here, we're balling. It's actually fire. What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fireballing.
Welcome to the edge of racing, where rookies turn fearless and veterans remember why they started. It's raw, aggressive, unpredictable. On Saturday, it's not about the fame. It's about the fight. Here, losing hits harder. And when they win, it's because they risked everything to get there. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Pure, raw racing. Only on the CW.
Check everything off your thrill list with FanDuel Casino's Rewards Club.
Also, thanks for that screen cap, Corey. Or Cody, that you posted. I don't know why. I think I talk to Corey so often in chat that I called Cody Corey. For posting that in there, because there's no gap. I don't understand what Port keeps saying there's a gap, but there's no gap. The line's continuous. I don't know what. I hate to be on the whole thing, but I don't see a gap there. I think it's a graphic fail because there's no gap. I'd love to see you take that image that Cody posted and point out where the gap is, because there is no gap that distinguishes that that's a 5. Because I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it.
Exclusive Ray Picante Del Pollo today and classic cash eruption tomorrow. We're talking red hot reels. New players download the app, play $5 and get 500 total spins. Plus get a first
Like, I know I'm not crazy. I just don't see the gap. I don't follow this series as much, B, so there really isn't one that I can say that I like in the O'Reilly series, but
They bring the heat with reliability, and they're always fired up.
yeah, I'm calling it a graphic goof,
They're in stock and ready to take home
which is what I called it initially, and then Jacob and Porter are trying to tell me that it's not a goof. Oh, Ricky, you should see some of the discussions that go on in the Discord. The Discord VCs. This is tame. This is tame. This is tame compared to the discussions we get into on the Discord.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Credit One Bank NASCAR American Express card.
Yeah, I can definitely say that, especially with my Discord. I still say I should have the guys that I normally do this stuff with, have them create like a custom bingo board to give you guys, but don't tell me what's on that board, and have it be like mannerisms that I do during things that I do during a stream that are common, and see how long it takes somebody to get a bingo.
Well, and in Sam Mayer's defense, when
to that point, you almost get drawn into the car. You start rolling out, but you can't.
I have a I think you're on there, Corey, but if you, I have on the Discord, I have a quote thread that basically was started because it's like things you hear off cuff that's like, what did you just say? You know, quotes without context. And kind of what I don't have as many isms as my buddy Hamill does, but Riptide in the Twitch chat. But I suppose I could make a subset of that. If people wanted to quote things I've said on in the streams. Matt Kenseth, Ricky. Matt Kenseth. Oh, yeah, I saw the little clip of that. That got shared at the concert in the middle of an Arby's. Oh, he was the first car lap down. That's the way the lucky dog rule is. If you're the first car one lap down, that's how that works. First car lap down that's not in the incident that brings out the yellow.
Thank you, Carla. Pit road going to be open this time around. Always a fun game to see what the plan is in regard to tires, and do you take tires over track position? Progressive pit road.
In they come.
Let's go there now, Kim.
And you see Justin Allgaier top of your screen. He said everybody is sideways. He said, I'm free. It's really hard to suck up. Crew Chief Andrew Overstreet calling a 4-tire stop 2 rounds down on the track bar. You see that adjustment right there. Under him, Austin Hill had a vibration during the first stage.
Couple taking 4 tires, but it looks like Hill and Love are taking 2.
Said, do you want to put on 4? Both Austin and Chad said,
Quapple might have taken 2 too.
No, just 2 tires on that, Dylan.
Oh, no, that was a position change.
+2 for Quapple, +5 for Raja Caruth as we get the race off Progressive Pit Road.
Yeah, Carson's pit road speed looks really fast right there. I don't know if Jesse couldn't get going, but...
And now we take a look at the replay. Brought to you by Progressive. Save when you...
Oh, Love just barely beaten Quapple, looks like.
Getting saddled up and ready to go. The restart for stage 2 is next.
Colonel knew folks hated Mondays, so he made sure Tuesdays were finger-licking good with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal. KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief. Visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection. Put UC and Crohn's in check. And keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Yeah, it's been great. I saved hundreds when I switched to Progressive.
Molly Burke is passive progressive.
That's so great. Maybe you can buy a bigger sun hat.
Molly doesn't have Progressive and takes it out on those who do.
You know, if they make one.
I can handle my claim online or on the phone, whatever's easiest.
Tiana, she can be laid back. Let's eat, girls. I'm so happy you didn't blow all your savings upgrading to a better room.
Oh, look, they do have rooms with balconies.
Don't be passive progressive.
Lucky.
Switch to get good coverage and savings for yourself. Next week, Florida State clashes with number 20 Clemson. Then, Georgia Tech battles Michael Brown Jr. and number 24 Louisville. CW Courtside Saturday. Next week at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific on the CW.
Check everything off your thrill list with FanDuel Casino's Rewards Club. And with weekly bonus packs, players get more for their money, with more chances and more thrills.
Calling all thrill givers. FanDuel Casino.
Every truck month, trucks talk tough. Only one delivers the trucks worth talking about. Ram Truck Month. The most powerful light-duty gas lineup in America. Backed by America's best powertrain limited warranty. Built to never stop. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Truck Month. The only one worth the talk. Nothing stops.
Yeah, I think it's time to date myself. Yeah, I remember Little Caesars in Kmart. Yeah. Going to the Little Caesars in Kmart. Yeah. That's dating myself. That's dating myself.
Maybe it sounds like, or something more like, fun definitely sounds like.
I knew of at least 2 Kmart locations that were near me that I used to go to.
All players get a free daily reward and a chance at 5,000 in casino credits every day.
FanDuel Casino's
I think that the biggest shock to me was to find out I still have my VR headset. The one VR room, one of the things you can do is you can do the VR characters. Somebody recreated the interior of a Kmart. And when I walked in it in VR, I was like, God hit me in the nostalgia. It's like, yep, remember that, remember that, remember that. Yeah, VR chat, sorry, Port. I was blanking on the name for some reason. Yeah, there's a Kmart there.
We know the importance of finding your friends, especially in the pack, and this year it's made a little bit more challenging by the removal of the driver's name off the back windshield. Take a listen to the driver communication from the 7 car brought to you by Starkey.
I need to send a note to NASCAR that I understand, like, the manufacturers on the back window, but it's so hard to know who you're racing without the names on the back window. It makes it really difficult.
So, Parker and Jamie, I want to get your perspective. With as tight as the cars can get in the pack, how difficult of a challenge is this for the drivers?
So, Kim, that is a great point, and it's something that when I heard about this changing, that was the first thought I had, is especially at these super speedways, where the paint scheme changes, the drivers have changed cars through this off-season. It makes it incredibly tough to know, because you know this, us in the broadcast booth, we're turning to each other going, hey, wait a second, what's that color of that car? Who's in that car? That's the same thing the drivers are going through when they're racing out there, and you want to know who you're pushing, who you're trying to work with. You'll learn over the course of this race, over the course of a couple races, but having that name on the back windshield was one of the most helpful things, especially when you were coming across cars you couldn't recognize.
I never wanted to have a special paint scheme when we came to Daytona or Talladega for that exact reason. I wanted to have the paint scheme that I had every other week or more often, just because everyone would know me.
Time now for the Freeway Insurance Choose, where every lane choice can change the race outcome. Going to be RCR Chevys on the front row once again. And row 2, a couple of guys from...
Watch for the restart checkup.
Kim?
Here, the
Teammates on the front row again.
Has been released. I know this isn't what you wanted out of the debut in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. What happened?
Yeah, I thought we had a really fast number 18 Supra. Just so unfortunate for our Joe Gibbs Racing team. I thought that the car was really good. We had some engine issues and actually made it up to the front there, so it just shows how fast our car was. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of these guys, they're racing in the series full time and don't have the common sense that you need to finish the race to win. So just unfortunate that we got collected in that.
Been a good weekend for him. Great success here in Daytona in the past, but unfortunately tonight doesn't work out for Gio Ruggiero, who will also be in the car next weekend at Echo Park Speedway down in Atlanta.
So we saw this hood sitting on the racetrack. I think we can get a chance to see. There it
Yep.
goes. That's Luke Fenhouse. Oh boy, is it ever coming back? There it is.
Here's 5 Team Radio.
Hood flew right off. What is that? Yeah, race without a hood. Oh no, you can race without a hood.
It's not going to be very aerodynamic, but you can race without a hood.
A little bit of air gets under the hood. The hood doesn't weigh a whole lot. It's a carbon piece. Yeah, carbon. I was trying to come up with the right term there. And honestly, it was best off that it did get ripped off because I've had it come up and just cover the windshield. You can't see, and it's full panic.
Well, to be fair, I don't mind him being a little irked at Deep Chick last night.
Pit there, but he should have enough fuel to get to the end of the stage. Time to go full throttle with sound gear. No commentary, just pure racing. Wherever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has the solution. Can't scan the QR code to head to soundgear.com and learn more.
Yeah, loses it within 5 seconds of getting it back, Jacob. Miraja. The 88 up into the mix now with his teammate.
The inside lane really took off on that restart. You saw Carson Guapo in the one go back 4 or 5 rows. Then Raj.
I'm going to play both sides here.
It's going to be, I mean, the thing that I've got my eye on right now is can Jesse Love control this race as well as his teammate Austin Hill did during that first stage one, or is Austin Hill going to be around him, or we're going to find somebody else and make their way to the front? As you see Jesse Love really working
Both sides. That's what you got to do when you're up front in these races.
big there as he came off turn 2, and that's one of the things you would have noticed from his teammate how well Austin Hill does that. So you can watch
Call it the Dale Jr. Dip back and forth. Jr. was good at doing that, controlling the lines.
Watch his eyes as we're running up board with him. He'll spend more time looking up. That's a side mirror now. So he's using the rearview mirror when he looks up, and when he looks.
Corey Hill's done the same thing too, so I don't know why he'd be doing that. They're saying that, but that's what you got to do in this style of racing.
You look on the left, you see him almost swerving everywhere, just trying to manage these lanes. It's so much work, and that's why these races are mentally tiring, because you're going through all that, and your spotters trying to talk you through everything they're seeing from the roof.
Here detached. Bottom closes.
What a massive push there by Austin Hill to his teammate. Pushed him way out. This gives the bottom a big run.
That's William Sawalich leading the bottom lane. Allgaier behind him. And the third car in line down low was the third car, now the fourth. That white Toyota, Taylor Gray, second-year driver from New Mexico. Jeb Burton, a part of that front group. Haven't talked to him about
Justin Allgaier there, third on the inside.
Jesse Love would like to see is these guys stay too wide and none of them ever really generate a run. It's so hard to manage both of those.
But we'll have to watch this too, because saw it the dual race on Thursday, saw it last night the truck race. When they get those runs back to a car that gets separated, and seeing that momentum and seeing it stacked back, we got to keep an eye on that, because that's what's going to cause a wreck. Yeah, now I don't have to complain about the fact there's 226s on screen anymore.
See if he can find his way back to the front. It was like that bottom lane, actually, this time. The last run seemed like the top had the most cars in it and had the speed, but now Jesse's trying to chase him up there.
William cuts off the RCR teammates. Oh, contact! Allgaier and Hill rubbed a little bit.
Saw the graphic. Jesse Love has gone over 400 laps led in his career in the draft. Already listed among some of the best. And in control here. He and his teammate have combined to lead 40 laps this evening.
Right on board with
On board, Justin.
right here. They're having a little contact right here with Austin Hill to his
Ooh, Austin got a little sideways there.
There's Justin moves up trying to slow Austin down, and Austin's moving down, trying to kind of bog him down. Just the game you play.
Almost halfway through stage 2 at Daytona for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. As we head to break, we look at our Arby's leaderboard. The man in charge, Jesse Love. So Wallace, Allgaier, Hill up there with him.
Every mile matters.
Hopefully they'll make the end of the stage 2 here before I go grab food, and I'll be back for the last stage.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with SafeLight, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Now third lane trying to form. It's Jeb in the middle there, trying to lead that middle lane.
I can schedule a chip fix while I get my hair clipped?
Yeah, they can fix my glass while we fish for bass. If you want.
They can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants?
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Get it fixed any way you want at SafeLight.com.
Yeah, from the album Departure, 1980. That'll be some Journey. Yeah, we're not quite halfway, Hamill, so far it's been tame. Been aight.
Get him at halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Wow, Allie, you're obsessed with Olive Garden's tender braised beef tortelloni. And we're obsessed with your 5-paragraph petition demanding its return. Fan favorites are back.
RCR cars working the inside with Algar.
But unlike that petition, it won't go on forever. Ooh, ranch snack mix. Crunchy, savory.
Again, I don't see a gap. Hashtag I don't see a gap. I swear to God, if that gets trending on Twitter, on X, hashtag I don't see a gap. Oh, I swear. Random people are going to be like on Twitter, what the hell does this mean? And have no idea what it means. Hey, him was a teammate. Plus, he picked the reigning champion, so I mean.
4 parks, 1 vacation that changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
What's funny, Hamill, is Tristan asked me literally in the chat, what if you have a kid that ends up becoming a Chase Elliott fan? I was like, I'd still respect the fact that he's a fan. I don't care if he's a fan of driver of. It's the fact that he's a fan means I would have rubbed off on him to to be a NASCAR fan.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. This Saturday from Atlanta at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on the CW.
12 laps to go. You're watching the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on CW.
Hamill and the little man is sleeping, is whispering in his ear, "You won't be a Kyle Busch fan. You will be a Ricky Stenhouse fan. You will be a fan of Corey." The subliminal messaging.
Gets the back bumper here, Jesse Love. I think Roger's doing an awesome job up here. He has Sammy Smith down the bottom by himself.
Didn't Sammy Smith spin at the end of stage 1?
So is Corey Day. Drivers that have been bounced around a little bit tonight but had right in the game.
I thought Roger did a great job. He hung William Swalch out in turn 4 the last lap. Had his teammate Carson Quapple right there behind him. See, it's pushed Swalch back, kind of in the middle. Acar, though, we talked about it, not a lot of damage.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
count him out. I think we're going to see him back to the front of this pack. That position he's in really is working for him as they go down the corners. That middle group all comes
I honestly think that 8 car might have something for the 2 at the front. It's just how damaged is that car, you know? I know it's taped up, but... But I think it's going to take a group effort if you're going to get those RCR cars out of the front of the field here. You're going to have to gang up on them.
Well, Jesse Love in the red, white 2 is doing a lot of the work for Austin Hill. Austin Hill's just letting him kind of slow both of those lanes down, see if the 88 and the 1 can get hooked up together here, try to generate a run.
Well, Jacob, that thing was spun off turn 4, and I thought it was, you know, banged up done. Not that it's, oh, here it is, back.
Now that 17 jumping up to the 16th position after taking that big lick to the left rear. The damage on the left rear into the tail, the team felt like was pretty decent. They did make repairs. They were worried about stability. Car feels okay, but Corey is struggling with the air, describing it as...
But we still have the finish of this stage, and then we still have the finish of the stage, and then we got another 60 laps too. So a lot can happen between now and the finish, as we saw last night. Are they having fun, Hamill, though? I think that's the big thing, is are they having fun? Sounds like the little man. Is the little man having fun? I think that's the big thing. Oh.
One right there as we saw the green and white checkered flag. Among them, Sam Mayer, but he stayed on the lead lap, and here he is in the top 10 coming to
Oh.
second stage.
Careful with that. Jeb, don't want to get squeezed.
I saw it looked like he got really tight off turn 2. Actually allowed the 88 behind him to get a run, which put him in a good position, and that's sometimes how that works. But it looks to me like Jesse Love has his hands full right now. I don't think he's the only one. I think handling tonight is going to be at a premium amongst looking at all these cars wiggle off the corners.
Austin Hill out front, 8 laps to go.
Daytona handling? Color me shocked. It's almost like that's what Daytona was always about.
Need parts fast?
Before the repave, you know?
Need them now?
It's called O'Reilly's now because they got a new major sponsor, Mar. But yeah, it's Xfinity.
We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. That's right, Mom and Dad. My new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Or if you want to get old school, it's the Grand National Series. Before Bush, it's the Grand National Series.
And he has a tattoo.
Or technically, if you want to get like old school, it's the Convertible Series.
Chop my hair off. Wow, I stand corrected.
NASCAR historians will know what I mean when I say that. Yeah.
What causes a curve? Is it Peyronie's disease? There's somebody I can
It's the Convertible Series.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
Oh, really?
I got somebody for that. You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
In these race cars, it gets to 130, 140 degrees. Your suit's full of sweat. There's days where I lose literally 6 or 7 pounds. Before I used Mando, there were times when I could smell myself, and it's not pleasant.
Oh, they shuffled. I just realized they shuffled Love.
I'll never switch to another brand, honestly.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get
I think I gotta go get food here, guys. Damn, I wanted to see the stage end. Hey, I knew I liked your fiance, Hamill.
If you want, they can recalibrate my safety features while I sit at home in my comfy pants.
That one doesn't rhyme, but sure.
Your fiance is a good man. He knows good taste. Good taste.
From Zebra. Andrew stays at home
and informs you of savings the moment we find it. Nobody does it.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I gotta leave you for a moment to go pick up my dinner, but I shall be back for the finish. This will stay on, obviously.
This box won't leave you hungry. Whoa! Can you believe all this food fits in one box?
Arby's, we have the meat. 4 laps to go in our second stage. Austin Hill is out front. He's led 44 laps tonight, and he is now 4th on the all-time list when you talk about laps led at this place in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Behind him, though, quite a shuffle. Brandon Jones up there. You got, Corey Day is inside the top 10. Saw Parker Retzloff circling. So some new names at the front that'll be players to get stage points.
And how did Jesse Love end up here? He was the leader of the bottom lane just a couple laps ago, and all 4 almost had to check up, lift. You mentioned how loose he looked, and that just killed the momentum on the bottom, and Justin Allgaier was able to get to the top. He's rode up there into the top 5, and it's just taken forever for this bottom lane to reform and regain that momentum.
I like all 4 JRM cars lined up on the outside. I think Raj has done a tremendous job to get him. Oh, Sammy Smith has had enough. He's going to try to go to the bottom. We saw them all stack up on the entry to turn 3.
Well, you got the 4 JRM cars, and then the car from Hendrick Motorsports driven by Corey Day, that's 17. They're all kind of working together here and trying to pounce on the man out front, Austin Hill. Can anybody take him down? He's the draft dominator and won the opening stage tonight.
Raja moves down in front of Sammy Smith. Going to get beside him, it looks like. Move. Is he going to have the speed to carry on by him?
Look at this. 88, Raja Carruth trying to go to the point. Got Sammy Smith right behind him.
I think he's going to have that help earlier from Sammy.
Oh, hang on too loose. Oh, you see him having to chase it up the racetrack a little bit. Great job hanging on to it. We'll see if that bottom line can stay formed up. They've broken apart so many times.
2 to go, second stage.
Sammy Smith is a great pusher. If he can get to the back bumper of that 88, he's really going to help out Raja. The 21 clears once again for the push of Carson Quapple. That's what Raja did not want to see.
Raja did lead a lap there, first of his career at this level of NASCAR. A 2-time winner in the Craftsman Truck Series.
So close to clearing Austin Hill. Down into turn 3, just a couple of feet short. Now we got all those JRM cars side by side.
They're not helping each other this way.
But this is a great. Oh, he's Corey Day again. Hold on to it.
That's the spot right there.
Jeff's like, give me a little room, bud.
Took him back to his dirt days, just sliding off the corner. He hangs on, final lap, second stage.
Yeah, try to learn right here. If you're Carson Quapple or the red, white, blue 88, Raja Carruth on the bottom. Exact same position you might be in for the win as we take a look back at Corey Day and how sideways he was off turn 4.
That was a major save. Really well done. As we get back to the live here, the bottom's not quite had the momentum here. Carson Quapple was getting pushed by Justin Allgaier. They had a huge head of steam. They just couldn't get quite to Austin Hill.
Last time we raced in the draft, October at Talladega, Austin Hill won. Carson Quapple was second. That's how they ride through the tri-oval back to the green and white checkered flag. Sweep for Austin Hill. He takes stage 2. He's won 7 of the 14 stages at Daytona. 18 stage victories all time in the draft. This driver from Winston, Georgia is special, sweeping the stages one more time at the world center of racing.
To those who never got over Olive Garden's braised beef tortelloni, and those who rallied to bring back ravioli to Portobello, we're obsessed that you're still obsessed. So we're bringing back fan favorites for a limited time, starting at $12.99.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clearer skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Crazy Town, how can I help you?
He is like a Labrador. You just want to cuddle.
How are things at the office?
Robbery, arson, murder, the usual.
Well, it's good to stay busy.
DraftKings Casino has all your favorite slot games. Sounds like fun. But wait, what does fun sound like? Maybe it sounds like... Or something more like... Fun definitely sounds like... Whatever fun sounds like to you, the #1 casino app has you covered. It's the funnest fun you've ever fun. All players get a free daily reward and a chance at 5,000 in casino credits every day.
At Crest Lincoln, confidence comes standard. Our Lincoln certified pre-owned vehicles deliver luxury you can trust, backed by a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty. You'll also enjoy 24/7 roadside assistance and the assurance of a verified vehicle history report. With a great selection of vehicles and a team ready to help you, finding your Lincoln has never been easier. Plus, after the sale, we can go even further with complimentary pickup and delivery and convenient mobile service. Visit Crest Lincoln in Sterling Heights today or shop now at crestlincoln.com.
To everyone who's never experienced a Wisconsin fish fry, come see what you've been missing.
At Culver's, we know a thing or two about fish fry.
From hand-battered cod to jumbo shrimp, every bite is crispy and full of flavor.
Crispy!
So crispy.
You're gonna love this. That's really good. That's an actual filet. It looks amazing. I'm definitely a fish fry person now.
Let us share our favorite
Wisconsin tradition with you.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to
Woohoo! Gambling ads are getting pretty hard to ignore. If you choose to gamble, make sure you play it safe. For tips and more help, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board.
Watch Trivial Pursuit with Emmy award-winning host LeVar Burton.
Congratulations! You did it!
Trivial Pursuit. New episode Thursday at 9/8 Central.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats. Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. And by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Professional parts people. It's a magical place. The world center of racing. Daytona International Speedway in February. Tonight, season opener for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Been an impressive first couple of stages, but now's when everything really starts to gather momentum. That run to the checkers and everything that's on the line at this place.
When we're getting ready to maybe have our longest run of the night, and we've seen handling become a big issue, we're getting ready to find out whose cars handle the best.
This is our third caution of the night. Anytime we illuminate those wheel and caution lights, we give out the free pass to the first car one lap down. This time it goes to Carson Hocevar. He gets back to the lead lap, driving for Young, scored back in the 32nd position. There's his teammate, Ryan Ellis. Been quiet tonight. He's 28th. Mando on board. Josh Bilicki running full-time for SS Greenlight Racing and Bobby Dotter. Austin Hill leading them down Progressive Pit Road. Quapple, Allgaier, Sawalich, Caruth behind him. We start our coverage with Kim Kuhn.
And you're going to see Justin Allgaier at the top of your screen. He said that last adjustment was good. The car is definitely better. They'll look to take right side tires only on this stop. Below him, Austin Hill said he was a number 1 or 2 more tighter this run. Car was okay. They'll take right sides, make a small adjustment for him, Dylan.
Carson Quapple said he was just a little bit light on corner exit. They'll change right side tires and fill it full of fuel. Raja Caruth just asked to be tightened up a little bit. He's overall pretty happy with the balance. Looks like just rights and fuel for the 88.
Race off Progressive Pit Road. 2 tires for Austin Hill. He's the first car off. Sawalich comes out behind him, +2. +8 for Brandon Jones, who comes off behind Allgaier. And Quapple, who had a bobble, drops 3 positions. Restart to begin the final stage next on CW.
Arby's new meat in 3 box for just $7.99 is a 4-course meal deal. Unlike other value meals, this box won't leave you hungry. Whoa! Can you believe all this food fits in 1 box?
Arby's, we have the meats.
All right, Big Me. This is where the dream begins. Quick catch, remember me?
My younger self?
Yep, I'm the you who never gave up.
We got this.
If we push ourselves, we'll go further than we ever thought we could.
When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going. Breztri, a 3-in-1 inhaler, better breathing starting within 5 minutes, and helps prevent flare-ups. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breztri.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
Aw, I don't want it to be over.
I know. 4 years is a long time to wait for Team USA to play again.
Yeah, you're gonna be a big boy by then.
I'm not gonna change that much.
We really need to get you new pajamas.
Yeah. A lot can change in 5 years, but our best price won't. Just $50 a month for 5 years guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that.
This is the story of the one who doesn't just see a broken dock. He sees lost revenue, a late night, and work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has the experience to handle whatever comes his way and has Grainger on his side, offering access to technical product specialists and the scale to deliver fast, so he can keep his business in gear and always moving forward. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What causes a curve down? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? Find a urology specialist who treats PD at goGetSomebody.com.
Every mile matters. That's why Mobil 1 Motor Oil is engineered to keep your engine running like new for longer.
And now it's time for a Fuel Up moment, brought to you by Fuel by Fonzia. Fuel up your race day with the bold flavors of Fuel by Fonzia. What a save by Corey Day.
I think his shorts are fueled up right now based on how loose he was right there.
You know, you say some funny things during the break, and every once in a while, you save one for when we return, and I'm fearful that you don't realize that we're back.
He's the king of the one-liner. It's like you had a box of fronds in before you got up here. Every time.
That was a lot. Great save by Corey.
It's been an eventful night for him. Got the free pass at the end of that opening stage to get back on the lead lap. And tell you what, he's managed his first trip here to Daytona in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series quite well. Now we go down to pit road for this week's O'Reilly Auto Parts Pit Crew Spotlight.
Yeah, that's right, Adam. We're going to spotlight Skip Flores, who, if you're a fan of the Stacking Pennies podcast on a lot of the NASCAR social channels, you'll recognize Skip right away. He's been a tire changer at the Cup level. He's going to bring a great veteran presence to this 88 over-the-wall crew this year in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. As a multi-time champion, he'll be changing the front tires on that car. Skip does it all, though. So last Saturday night down here at New Smyrna, just down the road from the big track, he was in the Flow Racing booth calling the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour race. And then a couple nights later, he won the 602 modified feature at New Smyrna. There's been racing down there all week. It's a great alternative to the big track here, as you see some of the chaos developing there in that race. But Skip got it done. He does it all behind the wheel as well. Had the Fame Lane Victory Lane race in Atlantic City earlier this winter too in TQ. So he does a lot. He does media. He does pit crew. He does driving. So great to have him in this garage area this year. Again, front tire changing on the 88.
So Ryan's been around forever. He was actually a tire changer when I worked at Roush, when I drove for Roush 15 years ago, and Larry Carter, the crew chief, didn't know his name because he was new, and he started calling him Flea because it reminded him of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So that's how I knew him as Flea
awesome,
forever. Yeah, great guy.
Well, we read off his resume, Dylan did. He's also a dad that's very invested in his kids in their racing career. Time for the Freeway Insurance Choose, where every lane choice can change the race outcome. Austin Hill goes down low. Gonna have a couple of Chevys right behind him.
You know, I feel like a lot of time when we do the choose, there's always a preferred lane, but we've seen, honestly, whichever one the 21's in, be the preferred lane tonight.
Well, and I think his choice really comes down to who he thinks is going to come up behind him, right? If it was those two Toyotas or not, he's probably happy to see a Chevy and Justin Allgaier, but I have to say, if you want to beat that 21 car of Austin Hill, you cannot help him. We saw Carson Quapple at the end of the last stage give him a big push that got him back out in front of the two lanes, and he's so good at controlling the front, you really almost have to make a concentrated effort not to help him, which is so tough to do, but if you can, it's going to give you the best chance to get him back in the pack.
We need to shuffle him out sooner than later, right? I don't think we want to wait till 1 or 2 to go in this race like we've tried in these last 2 stages. We need to shuffle him out sooner than later and get him back in the track, and maybe his car won't handle as well.
Third car in that low lane for the restart, Raja Karuth. Here's 88 radio.
Yeah, but you might be in it a lot, so just be ready. No shame in coming out of the throttle a little bit mid-corner to be prepping for it, right? Just kind of let the car settle. Good for just planning ahead. Yeah, you kind of got to anticipate it so you don't bust your ass in an exit like that.
That's such a cool thing to get Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the radio. I felt that exact thing in the summer race in that 88 car when Dale came on the radio. I thought, man, that's kind of cool. Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to listen. But he's got great advice, and man, has he been successful in the super speedways.
Going to the chase in 2026. Points are everything. No more win and you're in. Austin Hill gets the sweep. Great night for Carson Quapple. Allgaier is there and can't say enough about the job for William Sawalich. Jesse Love opens up defensive his title with 9 stage points. Everybody going to have to make a pit stop in this final stage. Probably going to come under green. It's always a dicey moment. You want to be in control. And that's where Austin Hill is right now. Inside of William Sawalich. It's the final stage at Daytona. Nice little jump for Hill as they come through that Poet restart zone.
That was a great push by Justin Allgaier. It's exactly what Austin Hill wanted. Now he goes to control the top, which had a bit of momentum. She's back to the bottom, doing what he does so well. And I think it's unbelievable. We talk about you have to act against him if you want to beat him because he's just so good at doing exactly what he's doing right here.
Absolutely, and he's as good as there is in the field. That's why he's won the races he has and led the laps he has. I really thought that Brandon Jones had enough of a push on Sawalich right in front of him that they might be able to get to his outside, but man, Austin's just done a tremendous job managing these lanes and knowing when to move up. That's obviously on him and his spotter, though.
Takes the high lane here.
And Justin finally gets to his inside. We see the garage is so far back right there. They're able to complete the pass, maybe run side by side right here.
Distance will play in their favor right here, being on the bottom. If Roger can get back to that rear bumper, Justin Allgaier, but he's just too far back right now. They don't really have any help.
Well, now the bottom lane, see it's kind of breaking apart, guys, making it 3 wide, and that just crushes it. You wouldn't think the back would affect the front, but it does, because when the lane gets shorter, it just doesn't have the energy it does in these longer lanes. Allgaier was in a great position right there, but Raja just couldn't stay close enough to him. You see Justin side drafting as hard as he can on William. Exit of 4 right there.
Allgaier has won here, but he did it in the summertime. And he told us in the offseason really would love a February victory here. 28 career wins for the guy that got the championship in 2024 and has been so great behind the wheel of that 7 car for more than 10 years for Junior Motorsports.
Back down half, cover both. Top lane is tighter.
The bottom lane's having a really hard time staying connected. You see Jesse Love.
He went below Daniel Dyer, kind of stuck him to the middle. I actually think it's going to help the bottom lane a little bit.
Yeah,
Swalch goes to the bottom here.
Great move right there by William.
Been in the mix all night long in that 18.
We need Jones to move back down and go with his teammate right there. You talked about that earlier. Try to hang the two of Austin Hill out.
Over the years, the draft has been mean to Brandon Jones, but the veteran driver from Atlanta is right there with his young teammate, William Sawallich. They follow Austin Hill around this track.
And Adam, there's no doubt with Brandon Jones, every year we see him get a little bit better at all of these racetracks. His work ethic is as good as anybody in the garage. Great year last year with 2 wins.
Guess he loved it.
Roger Carruth, middle lane.
What a save. Wow.
Gets back up in line.
Hopefully didn't cut a tire or anything there when he got up into tail gray.
Justin being the most aggressive in that red number 7, third in line of side drafting. He's got Jesse Love behind him now. That'd be a great car if he'll stay with him. See Corey Day, who had that save at the end of stage 2, back up in the top 10.
There's a couple cars. Sammy Smith, Sam Mayer, who spun out at one point in this race, are still in this lead pack.
Take a look right here. Raja Carruth in that red, white, and blue. Number 88 on the inside. As they get down into the corner, 2 moves him up. Oh! Wow!
Incredible save.
See Jeremy Clements give a little gap there, thinking they were going to wreck.
Veteran move, but Jesse Love has used the same move a couple times that put Roger Carruth in that position. He did the same thing to Daniel Dye, and he just did it again to Justin Allgaier to put himself in the front of the bottom. So we go on board, look at this. It's just really tight. The air gets so disturbed there. It's so hard to hold on that race car.
These guys are going to have to try to work together to get by this 21. He's done such a good job of managing this race and these lines. I think it's fair to say the car that we feel like can get it done is the one right behind him there, the red, white, number 2 of Jesse Love.
Austin Hill coming to 60 laps led in this race. Most he's ever led in an event at Daytona. Sweating the stages. Can he finish the deal? Let's take a look at our Mobil 1 leaderboard as we go to break. It's Hill, Love, Sawallich, Day, and Jones.
Closed captioning for today's race is brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever.
Race fans, don't miss a single lap. Catch the races for free with Tableau. Plus, pause and record all the action.
If the Colonel saw the price of a lunch today, he'd have some choice words. But with KFC's $5 bowls packed with all this crispy chicken, he wouldn't have any words at all, because his mouth would be filled with gravy and greatness. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
I'm Chad. I work for a professional football team, and I earned my degree online from SNHU. It fit with my schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, those are packing days. I can get all my assignments done. Wednesday, we're on the practice field. Thursday, initial discussion post is due. We're going to leave on Friday. We're playing an East Coast trip. I'm going to take advantage of the time spent on the bus and even in the hotel room to finish any of my other coursework that I needed to do prior to kickoff on Sunday. SNHU and the support system, they make it possible. Go to snhu.edu.
I can handle that for you. I can handle
Helping Adrian Brody prepare for his role as a TurboTax expert has been interesting.
I can handle that for you.
Try less intense. We do people's taxes for them on their phone or in person so that they can relax.
Yeah, I know, but it's taxes. So when do they cry?
No, they don't cry. They just go home happy.
And then they cry?
There's no crying. He's so committed.
Can I cry?
Trying to predict the future is a hazardous occupation. The only thing we can be sure of is that it will be absolutely fantastic. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough, a communications satellite. The These things will make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other, wherever we may be. When that time comes, the whole world will have shrunk to a point.
When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going. Breztri, a 3-in-1 inhaler. Better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Did Hill win stage 2, Corey?
Every mile matters. That's why Mobile One Motor Oil is engineered to keep your engine
Not quite
like
that
new
yet, but
for long.
I gotta settle in. Settled. My Valentine's Day present from my mother. Reese's and Candy Hearts.
Austin Hill continues out front, 63 laps led tonight. His teammate Jesse Love right behind him has led 9. Look at Sam Mayer. I mean, he's been beaten around in this race. Some damage on the 41 for the Haas factory team, but he finds his way up to 3rd. And now we look at the fuel meter presented by Fuel by Franzia. And you can see here, everybody is good on fuel. But you want to get onto pit road earlier than the window calls for so you can control the race, maintain that track position. And the number we heard in the garage today, pit right around 38 to 40 to go. You could pit now, but we think it's going to be a few more laps to ensure you have money in the bank should we get an overtime.
Yeah, pay attention to the outside lane right there. Harrison Burton in the silver, number 24. We saw him move up. He was in the bottom line. It wasn't going anywhere. He moved up in front of William Sawalich. And honestly, that's not the car you'd want leading, looking at the damage to the front of that car, but they've been able to make up a little bit of ground. Slowly but surely working their way to the front.
We're going to take a look here at Austin Green. Saw him spinning there. Oh, it's Patrick Starpoli. Just moves down. Catches Austin Green there. Goes for a ride to the infield here. End up having to lock it down at one point. Would have tried to maybe keep it rolling because now you're going to explode those tires. He did get it rolling eventually. So with no caution.
Interesting, Harrison Burton up there. You know, lap down, first car 1 lap down. So if he can get a caution, get the free pass, even though the car is damaged, we know what happens here. I mean, you just get on the lead lap and you put yourself in contention in case there's a big crash or maybe you can rally late.
Yeah, and the closer Harrison Burton gets to the front, the more impatient these guys behind Austin Hill are going to get. You kind of get content with the amount of laps we have left. Riding right there because you're in a good, safe position. But as that outside lane approaches, everybody wants to position themselves the best to be at the end of this. And you can see the cars handling starting to go away. They're dancing around. Everybody's complaining about being extremely loose tonight.
Except for one guy, Austin Hill, who's had the cleanest view. And if this feels dominant more so than ever, this is the most laps he's led in a Daytona race. Previous high was 53. We're at 66 right now. Well, that he's been at the front.
We think he's going to get the hang of this.
You know, he's probably got a chance.
We feel like he might figure it out sooner than later.
Oh, by the way, next Saturday night, we're going to his home racetrack. You'll see it on the CW, Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. He's unbelievable there as well.
Just has such a feel and a knack for this, combined with a fast race car from RCR. You know, his teammate there, Jesse Love, drove through the field earlier.
All right, I'm back. I'm officially back now.
That stopped. Can't get past that car.
And I have my dinner.
We talked about Corey Day. Right behind him, Parker Retzloff having a good night.
Pit stops.
There as well. Has scored stage points. He's in the top 10, and now here we go. Scheduled green flag pit stop.
Is this RCR alone?
That's I'm wondering. Cars wave their hands there, and that'll work against them if they're the only two that come for fuel right here because they will not run as quick.
To all the RCR affiliate cars there. You have Jordan Anderson, race team from Blaine Perkins, Viking Motorsport, Retzloff.
Well, current day, howdy.
First green flag stops of the night, and Austin Hill has a different crew than we've seen with him the past few years. The 8 Cup crew, with the exception of the rear changer, they said, are we going to stick to the plan? They said, yes, that plan, fuel only for Austin Hill. Dylan?
Fuel only as well for Jesse better in traffic. He drove from 9th to 2nd there.
I understand that saving you time taking fuel only, but I don't know if I wouldn't. I gotta say, I don't know if I wouldn't at least take 2, depending on how much fuel you gotta take.
But Adam, the outlier here is there was 5 or 6 cars that pitted together there. The lap time that they can run when they pull back out versus the lap time that these guys who've now gotten off single file, Parker, and I think that's going to benefit them greatly on the overall time. They might get a little bit of a buffer built in.
Austin Hill was also not the first one off the pit road of that group that came there together. Something we'll think about as everything cycles through. Taylor Gray in, making his scheduled stop the same.
Chinese food, Danny. Chinese food. Almond chicken. I love my almond chicken.
You should be able to go to the end unless we get a couple of overtimes.
And we'll get an idea right here in about 20 seconds of the lap time difference between what this pack that has not pitted yet is running for a lap time versus those guys that pitted a lap ago.
And this is exactly what this pack wants. There's single file making good lap times. Trailer there, William Sawalch dies off. Brandon Jones didn't go with him.
Yeah, it looked like he was by himself.
Yeah,
that is an absolute no-no.
It's almost like a miscommunication right there. Not everybody got the memo of when you need to pit. So the leaders right there ran a 48 flat. If I go back to Jesse Love, who you see right here.
It looks like a 62. Somebody else mentioned that in chat earlier report. That the 62 looked like a the 52 looked like a 62 in the graphic, and it does. It actually looks like the same 62 that that they used. Or granted, this is CW versus Fox. It looked like the 62 graphic from the truck race the other night a little bit. Well, I think that was slanted the other way.
Each other, stay nose to tail, and make the most of your drafting opportunity.
And the team, the crew chiefs and spotters, they all have to communicate that to the drivers. Like our goal here is about getting away from these guys.
If you want to beat the RCR cars, you've got to make lap time right now to get ahead of them, put them further back in this pack when you get through the pit stop and rejoin.
It looks like a lot of these guys are going to pit right here. I saw some more hands out the window.
Leading this group, Sam Mayer. Got some Chevys from Junior Motorsports. See how everybody works together.
Hashtag I remember Gap. Hashtag I remember Gap.
So really they're only about a second ahead right now from where they were, which is still a lot. I mean, when we come in, cycle ahead, but these guys have now...
That's not my name.
Actually, for William Swalch right there in the orange and white car, that's worked out well for him because it looked to me...
I know, I was just making the joke.
Yeah, I was really worried. A lot of hands out the window here. These stops will come with 34...
Bigger group coming this time.
But Mayer, hoping that he knows that they're all going to pit or he's going to be in a bad position by himself out there by a whole lap.
And this could be the biggest group we have come on together, which I'm assuming exaggerates the potential for problems even more.
Second 3 red, second 3 red.
Oh, looking good.
Great job. Hasn't done a lot of green flag pit stops, and that's a good place to get in trouble. Great job by the 17.
Man, how about that?
Here they are, Kim.
Bigger group.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Justin Dooley does.
Yeah, I said it was going to take a group effort to take down the RCR cars. If this group hangs together, you might have. If this group can stay together and not race each other, they might snooker the RCR cars.
And those guys that have made their pit stops coming off,
we'll see.
Getting back up to speed versus these drivers in the draft that are locked in together that have all of that momentum.
I think this is going to be easy for the RCR.
The momentum they're going to have.
Oh yeah, they're going to drive right on by.
Absolutely hammering by in the outside lane. The parade led by Jesse Love, Wayne Perkins behind him, and then it's Austin Hill just the way.
Get yourself back together, though. Get yourself grouped back together.
That last lap for this RCR group of affiliates and the RCR cars was a couple tenths faster than that pack was ever going. That was led by Sam Mayer.
Top 8 cars being showed in our bumper have not yet made a pit stop. So they will cycle back in the pack once they come down and make their stops, and they have to come before the end of the race, maybe just running it a little bit long here.
Guys, look at how much that pack is driven away from.
You see, it doesn't benefit you now to run long because caution comes out, you're going to be behind these guys. So
Jordan Anderson leading. He'll have to make a pit stop. Let's look at our Mobile One leaderboard as we go to break. It's going to be Jesse Love in charge, but officially Anderson, Hocevar, and Poole out front. Balicki and Ellis also there.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on. There's an O'Reilly on.
maybe. I mean, he just really hasn't been near the front today.
It's free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you.
Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car.
If you have
Dancing in the Moonlight, King Harvest.
sight of the things you love,
The one song that I always agreed should have been in a Marvel film, it never was. I always expected that to end up on the Guardians soundtrack at some point, but it never did.
ILEA HD is the only treatment for wet AMD and DME that helped at least 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. Don't take ILEA HD if you have an eye infection, eye pain, redness, or are allergic to it. Eye injections like ILEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye, or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much.
Yeah, that's true, Corey, and I would say if they're going to be off sequence anyway, if yellow comes out, you just come take tires too, because I think handling is going to premium at the end, especially a lot of these guys not taking tires.
Tiny shrimp. But in here, we have big, beautiful shrimp.
In here, we're balling. It's actually fire. What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fireballing.
My name
Oh.
is Diana Perazzo. I chose SNHU's online program specifically because of flexibility. They made it possible. I have been a professional wrestler for 12 years. A lot of times I was ringside writing papers and getting journals done. You're going to get the same time and respect as an in-person student. I didn't need to be
Well, now we're getting grouped up here. 29 to go. When they get to the line, 30 to go right now.
I made it to the finish line, and you can too. Get started at SNHU.
I think that's Mayer trying to lead the outside. Up Hocevar.
I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh?
Locking him up. I thought maybe he had an issue, but no, he's locking him up. Those are those guys that hadn't pitted yet.
Home insurance coverage? Well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie. Switch to Allstate and you can save hundreds. What are you waiting for?
We're going to start to dice it up now as we get down to the end. Oh, there they go. Jones, Mayer,
That's why Mobile One Motor Oil is engineered to keep your engine
Gray.
for longer.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new
Oh, is that? Oh.
sides, not just one. It's more
Deegan.
seriously. It's more
Or Decker, excuse me, Decker. Decker. Got confused there for a second. Mayer's car came right back across the racetrack and collected Natalie Decker. I can't see who that car is trailing with Sparks.
And it took out some really fast cars that had a real shot to get it done tonight.
Yeah, the perspective of the it's really hard to see like what happened. It was kind of from behind, so get another view of this. And
Clemens, sorry.
You know,
It's Clemens, I was trying to say. Well, I won't put that one on Decker. Mayer's car came back right across the racetrack in front of her. There was not anything she could have done.
Good news for Clemens. He did get stage points tonight, both stage 1 and stage 2. And, you know, we always talk about
Not even Jimmy Johnson was going to miss that.
because you know you can be involved in these big crashes, get all you can early to minimize the damage if this happens.
Nah, she couldn't avoid that.
Brandon Jones, another driver that we've talked about. I mean, just the draft is
She was committed to the high side. Mayer's car came right back across the front of her.
finish in this configuration.
Hell, I'd say I've been in that situation that she was in iRacing before. You commit to a lane, and by then it's too late.
Of making sure you avoid any debris. And NASCAR has stopped the field just off of turn 4 for that exact reason. So we get a replay here.
And the red now. Oh, C got turned.
C maybe coming down on Jeff Burton there.
Clemens.
Big shot to Brandon Jones. And then Sam is coming up the racetrack here.
Yep, Sam comes right across center path. Nothing you can do to get around that.
You know, Sieg was right there where all that started, and I'm not sure he got.
I don't know why Mayer turned back up the track, but
His line right there. I don't know if Ryan knew that he was inside of him, but starting to slide down just a little bit. Oh, Sam Mayer. It's Brandon Jones. You see Jeremy Clements come in there. You can't stop. When you watch this, one thing that you can't see on the screen is how much oil is all over.
I don't know why did Mayer's car? Why did you not right back up across the track?
That's a late hit. Really late.
Very, very similar to me to what is it? When Alex Kennedy nailed God, who was it at Dover? I can't think of his name. Sammy Swindell. I think that was 2011 at Dover.
You can see where Jeff's car wiggled as he got hit basically by Sieg.
Kevin Swindell. Sorry, thank you, Mumble. You corrected me. I knew it was Swindell. Like,
Following that car in front of him, you know, and he doesn't even realize Jeff's there. Jeff doesn't realize he's coming down.
yeah, I said Sammy Swindell. It was Kevin Swindell. Yes.
Got away with it. Sometimes when you are the cause of the wreck.
Yeah, just right back across in front of her.
See, she's trying to get up. There's nowhere to go. She's got to slow down prior to getting there. What a hit, though. Sam had no idea that was coming. Let's hear what Natalie Decker had to say.
Fucking kidding me? That hurts so bad. Why the did he roll up the track? Who the was that? That pisses me off so much. That fucking hurt. Holy shit.
I agree, Natalie. I don't know if Sam didn't have brakes or. I mean, he rolled right back across the track in front of her. Not much she could have done there.
You also have to be slowed down. Yeah, when the caution's out, cars are wrecking. There's no reason to be at any rate of speed at that point. You can come to a complete stop.
Yeah, you weren't going to stop though. You were going to stop there, Parker. I'm sorry. You're not stopping before that 41 comes across your path. So. And we know how hard it is to get these things to stop. So. I don't care how good a brakes you have. You ain't stopping before somebody comes across your path.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know? Didn't think this through, did you? Nope. You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. Okay. It's not okay.
Wow, Allie, you're obsessed with Olive Garden's tender braised beef tortelloni. And we're obsessed with your 5-paragraph petition demanding its return. Fan favorites are back for a limited time, starting at $12.99. But unlike that petition, it won't go on forever.
At Car Shield, we want our employees to
Where's my yogurt?
But at the end of the day, it's all about the customer.
Car Shield's doing it better than anybody else alive. They're the money savings, roadside assistance, son of a gun protecting you from expensive car breakdowns. Car Shield tires.
Well, she committed to a line. She committed to a line.
That's rough. But hey,
Not
you
anything.
can get that fixed any way you want.
Not anything different than any of us who played iRacing have done.
It's your windshield. Get it fixed any way you want.
Well, Sam didn't come across the nose of the car behind her either, Corey.
Prices keep climbing.
You know?
Every month, a new expense. And the debt adds up. So, how do you face it?
It starts with a call.
Pretty easy to avoid a race car when it's pretty easy to avoid a car when it's not coming dead smack in front of you.
Pay less than you owe. And just like that, you're back on track. When debt happens, we're here to help.
Instead of piling on Decker, since that seems to be the joke of the day, I guess, I'm just going to say call it as I see it, which is you can't do anything when a car comes across in front of you. I mean, I can use that same language and say, oh, well, Kyle Larson should have slowed down before, or no, it was a Priest hitting Larson. The one at Dega, the one that hit Larson, punched into the side of the car. Oh, they could have turned left. They could have slowed down.
Be proactive with Capvaxive.
You can't do anything when the car rolls in front of you.
Designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 82% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 54% by other pneumococcal vaccines. Don't get
Nope.
Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include
I was only ruling on this one, dude.
Whether you've had another pneumococcal
That's not on her.
ask your doctor.
That's on the 41 coming back across the track. Yeah, I know.
You know what's crazy?
Because some people you could show them, hey, this is exactly how this happened, and they would still try to make it their fault because they just hate the person involved.
Of course. Groceries are expensive.
Thought I was in trouble there for a second.
Oh, you are.
But, you know, there's a lot of fans like that, you know. But I'm not going to dwell on it.
That's more meal for your money. Scan the QR code to order now at the Arby's app. Arby's, we have the meats.
That's a lot of sauce in those cans. Yes. That's about the amount you use for milk. I like the horses sauce.
So if that wasn't Decker, you're telling me you'd still rip into him? Now, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit. Seriously.
Maybe they'll call that the
You can't do anything when a car comes across your nose.
car sitting idle here under the red flag. 29 laps to go. 24 of 38 vehicles.
The dummy is the car that came across the racetrack.
It's been unbelievable. Down to kill.
Was it on purpose? No, I don't think it was on purpose.
And Austin Hill sweeping the stages looks to be the favor, but there might be some issues. That car not handling to his liking. Take a listen to the.
I already watched the replay a couple times, Corey, when they showed it. I'm not changing my opinion on it. The 41 came across the track. What's the 35 to do? Can't do much when a car comes across your nose. By playing Austin Hill.
He's so snappy. In fact, he feels like he might crash on his own. He told the team, I think tire wear is an issue. He's like, I'm not sure if the track is aged.
Doesn't matter when a car comes across your nose.
He did tell crew chief Chad Haney, I don't want to lose track position coming in for tires, so I don't know what the right call is. The team telling them they're going to talk about it and then give him a decision.
But you got to do one or the other.
The 41 car, well, granted, I'm not saying Sam could have kept it down. I don't know if he could have kept it down, but I do know his car came across the track is the reason why Nick Decker got involved.
As he's led this race. Now, obviously had a little bit of dirty air right there, but I think
I mean, Decker wasn't going much faster than the car ahead of her. That was ahead of the incident. Yeah, I like I said, I'm not going to say Mayer was an idiot there. He might have just not been able to control the car, but that's why Decker got involved. Decker got involved because the 41 came up the track. The 41 doesn't come up the track, she makes it through. That's the factor. She was only involved because the 41 came up the track.
It's easier to get by him. And here's the other thing to put this in perspective. When we return to the green flag, it's
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not going to ream Mayer for it. I just know the reason Decker got involved was because Mayer came up the track. She would have been through it otherwise.
because they had damage in the wreck. I mean, if you do come in a pit, you're not going to be too far back. It'd be fun to watch him do it, see if you can drive back to the front.
That's not what happened, Corey. If I drive through an intersection, a guy runs a red light, comes right across my nose, Is he? Are they not to blame for coming across in front of me?
Yeah.
Certainty matters.
You know?
So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive.
She would have avoided him, though. That's the thing. I think we differ in the fact of slowing down could have avoided the incident. I personally don't think she would have avoided it slowing down.
Why'd I go to the doctor? When my heart
I don't think she could have slowed any further and avoided it.
girls made me get checked out, and it made such a difference. Turns out I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms,
That's kind of what I'm getting at, Ricky, is like, we've seen incidents like this before. So,
one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20.
the car behind her didn't have a car come across her nose. Or come across their nose. Doesn't matter, they didn't have a car come across their nose.
It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects. And for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring.
The car behind her didn't have a car come across in front of it. It's easy to avoid when you don't have a car in front of you. Yeah, she made the right move. Car come across in front of her. You're not wrong there, Cletus. No, it's Decker's fault because apparently it's Decker, so everything's her fault.
While the rest of the field looks to keep him out of the winner's circle. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on the CW.
February 22nd, the battle in the lanes begins as the greatest bowlers in the world.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's an argument, Jim. It's a discussion. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm not getting heated over it. I'm more getting heated over the bullshit that seems to happen every time when it's a driver that everybody wants to diss and rag on all the time and immediately blame them for everything.
Sam Mayer, and you were kind of an innocent bystander in all of it. What'd you see out there?
Just a lot of tire smoke. I mean, that's usually how it goes here. Definitely a bummer. Everyone at the Haas Factory team worked their tails off to get the Audubon.
No, it isn't. When the wreck comes up to you,
to have that much speed.
it's not your fault.
That's not good. Look out, bud. Look out. Oh, there's a car there.
I mean,
that's
now Clemens.
You said you didn't know who
Clemens actually, you could make the. Well, what about Jeremy Clemens?
And that sucks. But yeah, just really proud of everybody. The car was so fast, so proud.
What about Jeremy Clemens?
And that one didn't feel very good.
Where's the criticism for Clemens getting in that?
But just, I'm okay. We're all good. We're gonna move on to Atlanta, do the exact same thing, just not wreck.
Disappointing ending for Sam Mayer, Adam.
Yeah, rough.
Do I hear anybody being critical of Jeremy Clemens?
They are firing the engines here at Daytona. You know, it was a sad offseason for all.
He could have checked up. He could have checked up before Mayer got to him.
Passed away. The Iowa native drove for Junior Motorsports. In one right here at
Rest in peace, Michael.
2019. We send our condolences.
And that's the one that gets overlooked with us losing Greg Biffle.
A champion, Daytona winner, Hall of Fame finalist, and major contributor to the NASCAR community. Greg will be missed.
Could have slowed down. In your guys' opinion, in those blaming Decker, they could have slowed down. He could have slowed down. So the telltale sign to me is to watch the cars. The one even ahead of her, that actually was ahead of the wreck, was moving the same speed.
Don't miss your chance to collect cash prizes on your way to an all-new destination where you could take home $1 million. The official lottery game of NASCAR is back for the chase. Powerball, the chase to $1 million starts now.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back.
Because a car didn't come across her nose, Corey.
So you can be all in.
I mean, I don't know how many times I want to keep reiterating that. The car behind her didn't have a car come across in front of her. They avoided it because they didn't have a car come across in front of them. You know? Decker was through it. She was through it, and then the 41 came up the track.
Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
I mean, that's ultimately what we got to look at here is what got her in the wreck. The 41 came up the track. She was through it otherwise.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Fish, are you certain that's a good idea?
Yeah, I'm just gonna zap it for 20 seconds.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting...
Well, I know two guys that would be in a wreck because you can't, first of all, you can't just turn left. That's not how it works. Anybody that's played any racing game can tell you can't just turn left with these cars. That's not how it works. You can't just slam the brakes either, too. That doesn't, you know. But again, the fact of the matter is she was through it and the 41 came up the track.
No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises. Official partner of NASCAR.
Going to be about 25 laps to go for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series when we
I mean, that's the situation. She was through it and the 41 came up the track. You take the 41 out of the equation, she's through it. That's why I say, how did she get caught up? Oh, 41 came across her nose. Came up the track.
Justin Allgaier made his way in, looking for back-to-back top 10s in the Daytona 500, driving for Dale Jr. And we'll see if anybody comes down pit road here. Austin Hill says, yes, I will. Thank you very much.
41 was still moving when she got to it.
Yeah, we heard that in-car audio.
The 41 car was still moving when she got to it. So. Interesting. Hill pitting here.
Topping off right there as well.
I like the call move for Austin Hill, and here's why. He's been able to win these races multiple different ways. Here's just another one to add to that. It's going to be fun to watch him if that car is handling well. We'll see the speed in it.
You've had the dominant car. Most of this field has been involved in a wreck. You feel pretty confident he's going to be able to drive himself back up there. Give him the confidence of 4 fresh tires, a little adjustment, and let him do what he does best.
And the one thing he has on his side, everyone knows how fast he is, so if he pulls out, you're just going to have people that want to go with you because they know the direction you're going.
And that was the most frustrating thing in the world if you weren't the guy. Trust me, it was so annoying, but he'd drive to the field so easily because everyone wanted to go.
You said you like it for him. I like it for us.
Chinese for Bart.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. Another car involved in that big crash, the 51 of Jeremy Clements. You told me off camera, you said that was mayhem.
Yeah, unfortunately it was. It sucks, really. You know, we had a fast all-South electric, one-stop convenience store Chevy, and nothing to show for it, but it's crashed all the heck. So, I don't know, that's Daytona for you. All I could tell was the 39. Oh, I'm seeing a oh, yeah. Man, I thought I had it cleared, and I didn't. All I saw was a 39.
I still think Clemens came in there quicker than Decker did, so.
Unfortunate, didn't get through it. That's
you know.
I wanted to start out the season better than that, but at least we had a fast car. We'll go to Atlanta and try to regroup and run up front there.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, he'll be a good one next week, too. Talked about his success in the draft, one here.
And that's where we're, again, I'm just going to leave it as a difference of opinion. I disagree. I think she wouldn't avoid, I don't think there's anything she could have done to avoid it.
So's this guy. Jesse Love, reigning champion, one
Well, I'll agree that as we agree to disagree.
Radio communications. Let's check it out.
It would be very diabolically smart would be if 21 goes over to 31 and tells them that they'll go bottom with them, and then they take us to 31 to go bottom, and then 21 comes top with us. We play those games. I think they're on to all of our nonsense by this point.
That's what I'm saying. We'll just leave it. We'll curl it. How do you say we agree to disagree? Because clearly I'm not changing my mind, and they're not changing theirs. So we'll just agree to disagree.
They really would like to stay in that top lane. Earlier in the race, Jesse said when he gets on the bottom and he drags back to try to get a push, he's basically all the way out of the gas and still doesn't feel like he can get.
Now I'm not going to disagree that Decker has had her incidents in the past that she got involved in. But it's just this one. I don't blame her for this one. You know.
Expect the two to be aggressive to stay at the front and then definitely in the top lane if they can help that, Carla.
Yeah, thanks, Dylan. Obviously, Natalie Decker involved in that crash. Pretty vocal on the radio. Are you okay after that?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay now. I just want to say thank you so much to Tian Dickinson's. This is our first race in NASCAR, and I just really hope they had a good time. I had a great time up until that happened. It really sucked. My spotter was telling me to whoa up, slow up, and it looked like we were going to be clear of it. And then at the last second, the 41 rolled back. And
Yeah, see, the 41 is still rolling.
I was committed to the high side.
That car is still rolling. It wasn't stopped. I don't know what. Saying the 41 was stopped. You can see the wheels. The car is still rolling. But no, we'll leave it as we agree to disagree.
All I can say is just thank you to the team and Tian Dickinson.
Anyway, back to the race.
Can't wait to get back to the track again.
You know, to see if Hill's going to be a factor in this. I mean, he's restarting 12th. I think that's the furthest back he's been outside of green flag pit stops.
Unfortunately, doesn't get the payoff.
Well, this isn't good. No. He knows something slow. You see the car.
Yeah. Brandon should be like, I can finish the race, coach. I can finish. Don't take me out. Yeah, that one might be done for the day. Smoke coming out of it.
Here we go with the choose.
Blaine Perkins goes behind three affiliate cars on the bottom. Teammate there, Jesse Love, and Blaine Perkins. What a run.
40 laps inside the top 10. Stage points in both Stage 1 and Stage 2. And coming off a career best finish in the draft last fall, he was 6th at Talladega Superspeedway. Now our golden moment, brought to you by Golden Corral.
This is like almost a replay of that other HendrickCars.com car, Corey Day. Project Cruz gets put 3 wide and gets sideways here, touches Taylor Gray there a little bit, but hangs on to it, saves it. After this, he kind of slipped to the back, maybe got his breath back a little bit.
That wasn't it, but he does right now own the Xfinity fastest lap. We changed the championship format in 2026, but that element of scoring didn't go away. It still pays a point. Max points in a race now, 76. If you win, you get 55. 10 points apiece, Stage 1 and Stage 2 to get you to 75. And if you can lay down the fastest lap, that's one more, getting you to 76.
All right, 24 to go.
So as I look at our scoring monitor, we talked about how far back was Austin Hill going to go, and not very far. He's going to line up 12th on this restart with 4 tires. I like the position he's in. I think that was worth the gamble.
I mean, that's.
Back to the front where he was.
I mean, I don't want to see him win because I don't like him, but hard to argue against that call coming and taking tires, though.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see lap or 2. I think he'll get to the outside by the time he gets to turn 3. Yep.
I think the big key there is not so much that he took fuel, it's he took tires. He's going to be able to move that car around better than some of these others either, so. As much as I don't want to see him win, I like the strategy call. I probably would have done the same thing. If you knew you had to pit, take 4 tires, you can move that car anywhere you want it. Well, we'll see what happens. We got 24 to go.
No commentary, just pure racing. Whenever sound is a problem, Sound Gear has a solution. Scan the QR code to head to soundgear.com and learn more.
Teammates pushing on the bottom. 8-1.
Drag the two. They're off each other as well. Half on both sides. One off to the one.
Look at the back of Corey Day's car. A little check up on the top. On board Love. I mean, the only concern about for Hill restarting where he is if something happens, get caught up in it. Yeah, my radio's on behind me, but sometimes you might get real quiet. They're going to be 3, yep. Jeb Burton with Hill. Now they're 3.
I think I'd prefer to be on the outside through this, but we're going to see the handling of that car. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit better because of the tires he's put on. 12th on the restart. Across the finish line this time, 6th. You might be right, Parker. It might be only 2 or 3 laps before he gets back to the front. And the way he does it, he'll tell you he takes every run.
Had 4 tires. That's why if the caution comes out in one of these races, I almost was like, come take 4 tires because it might make the difference.
Good night for Jordan Anderson Racing. Jeb Burton, Blaine Perkins, both inside the top 5.
There it is. In the middle. Get them behind your teammate right here. Going to be in a great position. Look at that. Jesse Love picks him up.
Look at Carson Hocevar. Hocevar in the middle there, the 42.
Carson Hocevar was a lap down, got the free pass. He is right there late.
The one thing Austin Hill has to be a little bit careful of is he has those new tires, so his handling's going to feel good, but you can't get too aggressive pushing guys because they aren't in that same position. Up to P3 and only 3.
Question is, how quick is he going to try to get his teammate?
And the next time around, I think we'll say new race leader Austin Hill. Fresher tires, fastest car, dominated the night, and here he is pushing his teammate around Daytona with 21 to go.
Pushed him way out there. He'll back up the Blaine Perkins here down the backstretch, try and generate another one of those runs.
Just in a perfect position right there. That was a great decision to come down, get 4 tires. I love that Chad Haney made that call for him so he could hear it in his voice and has now put his driver back. Best position.
Oh, there goes the 18 and Day. Burton involved. Gray involved. The 24 involved. Which is Harrison.
Some hard hits there. Ooh, got a bunch more good cars. Look at that Jeb.
So Sammy and, or no, excuse me, that was Jeb there.
Yep. You got to be a little bit lucky at these type of tracks.
There's Day tore up.
Day's luck has finally run out. He did an awesome job though, all day long.
Yeah, but for Corey Day, he didn't get the stage points. William Sawalich did, so it'd take a big hit to start the season in that 17.
You mentioned Jeb had the 21 right behind him, but he got sort of crossed up off of 2, and it just didn't work out for him down the backstretch, and that was his chance to maybe use that momentum. Oh, the grass is on fire.
Yeah. Well,
Right in time.
little dry gas fire probably.
So what are we at? 70%, 75%? A lot.
I think it's the word we'll use now.
A lot. Let's not get into
percentages. We don't even need math. We just know it's a lot.
Taylor Gray, a pretty good drafter, 2 nights in a row, in contention late, involved in a crash. Same scenario for him last night in the Craftsman Truck Series event.
Joe Gibbs Racing is
Now.
a lot of cars here. We saw the 19 early on.
Question.
Brandon Jones in that last wreck. Now Taylor Gray. Big hit for that 54.
Question. If you're not, obviously, if you're not Hill, Everybody that isn't Hill,
Oh, it just looks like
do you come get tires here?
The cars are so unsettled right there. Williams Walsh was in 8th.
Because at this point,
Looked like Corey Day.
I would.
Maybe just seemed like he was in his
Seeing what Hill did with the tires, I would come get tires now. And put it to Hill, you know?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I think that would be a way to counteract the move he just made.
At that point on the entry of the corner, any tap, especially in that left rear, you almost take away the.
Because you have enough laps, you'd be able to work them. You know, we just crossed, what, 20 to go. That's what I say. If you're anybody that's behind Hill right now, is kind of what I'm getting at, Zachary. Because he just proved he could come from 12th on 4 tires. That's why I think the move here would be to come get tires. Obviously, you're Jesse Love. You're kind of in the box you're in.
And he maintained his position out by the wall, so you can see everything in front of you and everything down to your left.
So you'll see that right here.
Yeah, it just got Swalch a little bit loose. Chain reaction.
Even that move where he goes across the rear bumper, when you do that in these cars, I did that to Austin Hill at Talladega 2 years ago, and I felt like I never touched him. But it's that exact thing where you take, if you go from the right to the left, at that moment you take the air off their spoiler, and it almost just
52 into Hocevar with damage. Oh, Harrison almost squeezed through.
Getting back up front, he got a little bit of damage as well. 13 cars involved. Caution number 5, inside of 20 laps to go. Riding here with Jeff Burton. Couple of wins in the draft for him. His dad, Ward, a champion in the Daytona 500. He's here today. But 27 is banged up. As we close on the end here at the World Center of Racing.
And this is an important step for all our employees.
Blah, 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 blah.
Certain you're a meal?
Yeah.
Are you for imprint certain?
Oh boy. Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Why'd I
It's
go
Parker
to the
Kligerman,
doctor?
Cletus.
When my heart kept skipping a beat, I didn't think much of it.
Which, that's the first I think I've ever heard of anybody thinking that Parker Kligerman was boring.
Turns out I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did. And my girls are too.
This is no time to wait.
Dr. Squat Spray Realty is the best there is. End of. And not to mention, it's natural and smells absolutely incredible. Feel like a man, smell like a champion with Dr. Squatch.
Meet Andrew from the Zebra. Andrew stays up all night, watching the Zebra find people's savings. The Zebra monitors your insurance and informs you of savings the moment we find it. Nobody does insurance like the Zebra.
The Wheeling caution lights are on. The same Wheeling emergency lights and sirens you see on the safety vehicles here at the track are protecting first responders and communities all across America. Crew's been busy tonight. 5 cautions, 1 red flag, and a lot of damaged race cars, like 80% of the field. Here's a stat for you. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's to the 2 of you. And drivers to win. And they've all come at Daytona on Valentine's Day. Jeff Bodine, 1987 for HMS. Nimco Motorsports and Joe Nemechek. Front row Joe.
Hey, Bodine, that was the year after you won the 500.
Tony Stewart, also driving for Hendrick in 2009. Celebrated Valentine's Day in Victory Lane. But tonight just seems different. I mean, when your name is Jesse Love, and you're racing on Valentine's Day, I mean, are you serious? Austin Hill said, I got your Valentine's Day right here.
I'm just glad you didn't say love is in the air.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm saving that for
Yeah, I was waiting.
Here's Jesse Love Radio.
You got like 11.5 gallons in it right now. 11.5. What's my number where stuff can go wrong? I told you 3.5 earlier, but I want to say 4.5 right now. When you're going to start working it. Copy. Yep, I'm just working it right away. We've been working on some last options just to do it. Peace of mind.
So what they're referencing obviously is how much fuel is in that fuel cell, and 3.5 gallons is basically where when they're in the banking under caution, that fuel goes to the left side of the fuel cell, it goes away from the pickup.
The Castle?
Last restart, Jesse was actually weaving.
I hope you don't mind me just calling you Castle, yeah.
The right side of the fuel cell in that pickup. These cars can get air pockets, and when that happens, it just kills the motor. And even when you have 3.5 gallons, which if the car was level would be fine, but on the banking, it just starves the motor for fuel. And
Well, he's the most recent pitter, so.
In this race, and if we have more restarts,
Ball is trying to get damage repaired on pit road.
Make sure you keep that fuel cell packed to the right side.
You got to be thinking about it. When they made their pit stop with 39 to go, they were plenty to the good and even had insurance for overtime. That's the way you think about it when you make that pit stop. And then you add on top of that the caution laps, which just increase your fuel mileage. So right now, everybody should be really good in that regard. Ryan Sieg gets the free pass. Now, he's not had the greatest of nights. He's been pushed around a lot this evening. But with all the other attrition, he gets back on the lead lap in his 19th prior to the choose here.
Yeah, and I'm looking at those line of cars. Allgaier, who we know went to the back, put tires on, and all those, he's got a little more damage than I realized. But all those JRM cars are still in the top 10. And we saw Justin rode on board with him for a little bit. Even with that damage, he was able to drive up through the pack. Car still seems to have plenty of speed in it. We've got a long ways to go here at 17 laps. A lot's going to happen.
I think it's more the tires, Corey, than it is. Yeah, fuel will guarantee it through overtime, but I think it's more or less the tires. Especially when a lot of the guys around you haven't taken tires all night. Being able to move the car around. That's why I think it's such a good play to take tires and get yourself fresher tires than Austin Hill, you know? The guy you're trying to beat.
And the boss man Jordan Anderson. By the way, Ross Chastain going to drive that 32 next weekend at Echo Park Speedway.
And here you go.
Parker Retzloff also able to avoid damage.
Caruth is in, Allgaier.
Got a few takers here.
You got to think they're going to work on the sevens nose maybe a little bit again here, or the handling being off. We know Raja was barely involved in that wreck. You see some damage to those right side tires from getting into the wall, getting kind of squeezed into the wall. Those change. His car looks.
In fact, it's not even 8 o'clock yet, East Coast time.
Those composite bodies can take a real hit.
Surprising.
The rest of the field. It's not. That's brand new. It's pristine.
Yeah, plenty of time for me to get a shower done and then screen cheer Days of Thunder after this.
Yeah, Brendan Jones not a part of the most recent wreck, but the wreck before that, you were having a really strong race before that. How disappointing is it that this is how your night ends?
Listen, we had some people from Menards, some of the Menards family with us here today. Swiffer always such a long-term supporter of our race. Have to go out like this, but
Mike's cutting in and out.
Just kind of for the birds, I think, in my opinion, it's so difficult to make it to the end. Did a lot of things right today. Made a couple little small mistakes. And missed
Quite under it.
there that I could go back and learn from.
I didn't realize the movie was that short.
I was proud of the
Just under an hour and a half. Or just a little more than an hour and a half, excuse me.
There were some really good moments as well, so I'm going to take the highs and maybe go back and study some of the lows and see how we can do it, because we got plenty of these tracks left in the schedule to try to tackle. So
No, we got 15 to go though.
You know, so and we'll go to the home track next week.
Yeah, he talks about more tracks in the draft, 6 of them in all, 1 of them in the chase. We'll go to Talladega Superspeedway late in the year, and it could play a pivotal role in who wins the championship. 15 laps to go this time by as we ride around under caution.
Saving that fuel. Just coasting.
89 laps led tonight for Richard Childress Racing. 67 for Hill, 22 for Love.
And here's the choose. Oh, look at this. The 18 stopped on pit road.
Saw the RCR guys take the front row. Both those guys hoping they can get good push. There's RC. I think he cares which of them wins as long as one of them does.
As long as they have that logo on it.
It's got to be special for both those drivers. Celebrating big moments in their career with him, a Hall of Famer.
So cool.
Think about the championship last year, all the success here at Daytona.
Yeah, like I said, as taped up as that 8 car is, it's cool to see that Sammy's recovered to the point where he's got a shot, you know?
Must be fun being owner when you feel like you got the field covered a little bit.
I think it's fun when you come here and you're fast. I just can't help but laugh at Kyle Busch, that shirt he used to wear when he was an owner. You'd come to Daytona and it said most expensive day of the year. Right? I think if you're like Joe Gibbs Racing and you've wrecked everything today, it's probably not as much. But the success that they have had at this track and all of these, yeah, I mean, without a doubt, it's great.
Sam Hunt calls these races the Speedway tax.
All right, lights off on the pace car. We'll go green with 14 to go. Yeah, 14 to go as we get the green. Love, Hill, Retzloff, Smith, Quapple, or excuse me, Perkins, Smith, Quapple, Retzloff, Jordan Anderson, sitting there in P7.
Until they put that checkered flag in the air, and there's going to be 14 to go when we go green.
I was just going to say, keep an eye on Parker Retzloff there, and Sammy Smith, Carson Quapple. Sammy Smith has been making some really
yes, NASCAR's Denzel Crocker, Parker Retzloff.
To help him generate that run.
Yeah, and I like the position that Jesse
Parker wins this race. How'd you win this race? Very good, Barretts! Yeah, you got to make a reference.
Back on the pace car, so we're going to go one more.
One more under yellow.
13 laps to go at the restart. I understand William Sawalich was having a hard time pulling off the pit.
For the 18's issue on pit road.
Hey, Perkins still in a great position.
Yeah.
We've built him up, having a career night for him. Still finds himself in a great position.
Let's go back to a year ago. Jesse Love had one career victory, came his rookie campaign at Talladega. Sophomore season starts with a bang. Crashing right there as the white flag went in the air, but he got the white before the caution came out, drove it around to the checkers, and he went on to bookend 2025. A win in the season opener. He got it done at Phoenix, picked up the championship trophy in the desert, and he's in position to go back-to-back here at the World Center of Racing, and his best competition, his teammate restarting to his left.
Give a shout out to this guy here.
No, Jim. No. 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 How about no? We just had that big discussion about that. We're not going to do that again. All right, so 13 to go as we get the green.
Thanks, Parker. Yeah, Taylor Gray just leaving the infield care center. What happened out there?
Yeah, just wrong place, wrong time. Just guys getting impatient. But end of the day, I feel like we had a really fast Operation 300 GR Supra. I can't thank Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota Racing for working hard all off season and bringing fast race cars to the track. So we're gonna move on to the next week in Atlanta.
Yeah, Taylor.
Oh, Justin Allgaier almost got a piece of that.
You see the contact right there with Corey Day. Nowhere for him to go.
Jeb locked it up. That's how he got into Harrison.
That's honestly what makes the RCR results here so incredible. Is it's hard to finish 3 or 4 of these in a row, much less be in victory lane.
5 cautions tonight. Will there be another? 13 laps to go, and it's time to settle it.
Yeah,
All right.
No holding back now with 14 laps to go.
Well, yeah, 13 to go, but yeah, it's they gotta somehow get by these RCR guys. Well, they didn't really have anybody squeeze between the two of them, Bumble, so I can't really say it was a Burton sandwich. Oh, but they're side drafting now. Sammy's got help, or I mean, Jesse's got help from Sammy. Which line gets the more momentum here? Can't tell. They'll give the edge to the outside so far.
I think he was waiting on a little bit of a push from the 8. Didn't want to have any wheel input when he got hit from behind. Top looks just a little bit more organized to me.
Same, Jamie. I think the top's got a little more momentum, but Hill again got those tires. I think he can probably tug the inside just as good. No Love won it last year. Yeah, they just showed the highlights from last year. Yeah, goes out. That's probably why. Jeb with the right front gone.
Tire carcass flying around in that car. You know, we use the scoring loops to determine who was leading, and that's going to tell us who's in control on the restart. Assume it's Austin Hill. We'll follow up on that when we return. Caution number 6.
Shred of the right front.
26 here at Daytona.
Meet Andrew from the Zebra.
And that's the negative to having these damaged cars run around the racetrack.
And informs you of savings the moment we find it. Nobody does it.
No, everybody wanted that rule got away that if you're volatile direct, you're out of the race. But yeah.
Can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes. Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic
What's up, Robin?
restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
You play by the rules. Then things happen. Prices keep climbing. Every month, a new expense. And the debt adds up. So how do you face it? It starts with a call, then a plan. At National Debt Relief, we'll negotiate with your creditors so you pay less than you owe. And just like that,
Shoot.
you're back on track. When debt happens, we're here to help you take action. And this is where your new
We'll answer them the best we can between myself and chat.
Meet Andrew from the Zebra. Andrew stays up all night, watching the Zebra find people's savings. The Zebra monitors your insurance and informs you of savings the moment we find it. Nobody does insurance like the Zebra.
The fastest growing cable news network in all of television is News Nation. News Nation respects all Americans and is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. Here we go, fellas.
Well, if you're talking the Daytona 500, the Daytona 500 is unique, where we run single car qualifying that sets the front row, for positions 1 and 2, and then after that, the rest of the field is set by 2 qualifying races. Race 1 is the cars that qualified in the odd positions in the single car qualifying. Race 2 consists of all those that were in the even positions in single car qualifying.
Bad news for the rest of the field that Austin Hill got the lead there on that caution.
How about that 21, Kim?
The finishes of those 2 races determine the rest of the field behind the front row for the 500.
What the best lane's going to be, here was the radio communication on the 21.
So if the winner of the dual race, depending on which race they're in, and barring them not qualifying 1 or 2 in single car qualifying,
Well, he said what I was thinking. How about you?
will start the 500 3rd or 4th. No, it's just for Daytona. Outside of Daytona, it's just regular qualifying.
But if you're towards the back and you're in that outside lane,
It's been unique to Daytona since Daytona started.
Let's go
center and Carlo.
Yeah, some big saves from Corey Day throughout this race, but not enough to evade the latest wreck. Corey, how are you feeling about your night before that happened?
Yeah, I mean, minus the spin off of 4, I thought I was, learning a lot. And
No problem. Like I said, I told you before when you were here during the clash that we're happy to answer any questions you have. As best we can. Between me, I'm sure between me and the chat, we can find an answer for you. So.
Yeah, I feel terrible, but yeah, just thanks to all my guys and the whole IndyCars team for working so hard. We'll get them next week in Atlanta.
You're getting acquainted with the super speedways. What'd you learn about your car tonight?
Yeah, just kind of, it was really loose there before I crashed. So that was just a balance thing that unfortunately you have to be in race trim to feel. And yeah, made an adjustment. Thought we got it really good. And yeah, just after that, kind of a little more draggy after I hit the wall. But other than that, I thought it was really good. So yeah, I wish we could have got all that.
Not that I've seen so far. Just your usual suspects that I've seen so far through Speed Weeks. I mean, you could argue Kyle Busch because of kind of the rough patch he's been on, qualifying on the pole, but I would say there's too many big surprises so far.
Parker has done a great job to keep his nose clean, and he's in the mix. Remember, he's been in the mix on the Cup Series races at this racetrack as well, in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and a great team for him with Viking Motorsports. Danny Eflin, the crew chief who led AM Racing, and Harrison Burton last year.
But again, I'm only one opinion. I'm sure there's others in here that would agree to disagree with that opinion, but again, that's the beauty of it is not every one of us is going to be of the same opinion.
See the choose results. Retzloff goes to that bottom lane behind Perkins and race leader Austin Hill. Choose with 9 to go, 8 remaining when we go green.
This will be interesting if
I don't know, Matt. I think that decision for Hill to pit when he pitted essentially by himself under the one yellow and took tires, it's going to be hard. It's going to take a group effort to beat him. You're basically going to have to take a group effort to. They're basically all just going to have to decide we're not going to work with Austin. Kind of is what. And I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't know that the other guy's been able to pass them for the lead. So the race right here is to break the plane of that front bumper of the car beside you and then start managing.
And nobody's really been able to create the momentum needed to get by those two, and they get control of the field.
Does your heart start beating fast right now? Like
It does a little bit.
Every time I watch these, it doesn't matter if we're here in the
We know how the end of these races go. That's why I'm not necessarily willing to give it to the RCR cars yet, because we know how the end of these races go. One bad push, one bad move could wipe them both out before the end of the race, you know?
At least I control I know what I'm doing in there. It's so exciting to be in the position to be able to win one of these races when it comes down to the end. Any of those guys in the top 6 have a legitimate shot depending on how this restart goes, and it's what you worked all winter for, is to be in a position right now to go win.
8 to go. 8 to go at Daytona. Yeah, Chandler Smith basically stole the tri-oval last night.
About to unfold for them. 8 laps to go. Time to settle it here at Daytona. Austin Hill, Jesse Love front row.
8 to go. And who has the better pusher?
Almost looks like that bottom lane.
Again, top, closer together. Carson did come back off of Sammy a little bit, though. It'll put the teammates side by side. Look at the run coming back. And they're going to go 3. Is that... Who's up top? Is that Poole? Yep, Brandon Poole. The 44. With Justin Allgaier. Oh. Hill clears.
All right, so now Austin's got to go back into that managing mode of both lanes.
7 to go.
If there's a run here, they're not going to be near as courteous as they were earlier in the race.
7 to go.
At this point, your friends are where you find them.
Although that was an awesome move by Brennan Poole, I don't think it's what Sammy Smith wanted to see in his mirror when he had Carson Quapple there to push him. A little bit of a run on the outside.
Not enough of a run though. They need a bigger run. They're tighter together though on the top. Big shot from Love. Or to Love. Jesse thought about looking outside, did not have room. He's clear, looking to the inside. He did. Love to the inside. 6 to go at Daytona. And the teammates. No, there's no teammates anymore now. No teammates with 6 to go. Oh, and there goes Caruth and Hocevar. Hocevar is going to hang on to it, and the caution is out.
Not a ton of damage, but we get yellow flag number 7, and once again, the Wheeling caution lights are on, and this could very well lead to an overtime. It'll be close.
Yeah, this plays big time in.
I think Raja said it was maybe a tire. Somebody said something about a tire.
Jesse Love's actually back to 4th right now, so not going to be in the best position on this restart. What a restart by
Well, most likely going overtime here.
Justin Allgaier saw it right with him, and it really put Carson Quapple in a bad position. He got stuck in the middle. He didn't stay connected. The 8 there, and I think that really hurt the top lane a little bit. But Jesse Love is still able to gain the momentum. As we look back at the replay here, Roger Cruz is back at 10th, about 5 cars back to top lane.
I think he got a big shove from Hocevar, which got him then turned sideways, and then you're just kind of along for the ride.
But look at all those drivers. Underdog teams.
Something to keep in mind here too, because I'm going to note it. I believe Poole and Algar were the 2 guys that pitted under the most recent yellow. And if they took tires, I wonder.
Honestly, I think he had a left rear flat tire. Watch when he gets spun around here. Left rear was down. I think the left rear was flat. Maybe contact, yeah.
Caruth was saying he may have had a tire down. It might have been the left rear. It started that.
I think it was up before that. But it could have been going down.
Soft, because it just looked like his car turned.
Really good shot. I don't know. John, I'm not saying anything because we've seen, again, look no further than last night. The car running 6 going into turn 3 and 4 won the race. So, on paper, I'd say Hill's in the best position, but
What generates this run? It's kind of 8 back in the air there. And that just gives him Justin out. And he was clear of Blaine Perkins, knew he could dive to the bottom. Man, it was clear to him. He had such a run.
That had to have caught Austin Hill off guard right there.
keep in mind the channel point prediction too. If this race sees the checkered flag without incident, goes to option 1. If we get the caution checker together, then that'll be option 2.
I think he really would have liked to have cleared Austin with that move because the struggles of him running and leading the bottom lane are still persisting. Take a listen.
I don't know what I gotta do, dude, because every time I'm on the bottom and I drag, we just go backwards. I can't keep anybody hooked up. I just don't understand why it only works on the top for me. If I do on the bottom, we just go backwards.
So sometimes you just gotta go where they're not and hope that it works out. But we'll be curious to see what lane Love picks here on however many restarts we have left here.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Jimmy. July of 13, Bumble. Johnson pretty much controlled that race.
Whether your car reacts different, the draft is different. There's more wrecks or less wrecks, and so you have those moments where he's describing where he just feels like he can't keep anyone behind him. He's almost so fast they can't get to his rear bumper to keep up that momentum. And that's a frustrating place to be. These guys are having a great time.
They have grown. They've been recruiting the entire race. There was not that many started.
Turn one.
They got publicity. They got publicity from the other night, Parker.
I look at Jesse Love's position.
They got publicity the other night when they were featured on the stream. So.
Sammy Smith and try to push him by. I think that's my best chance to win.
Anybody see? I wonder if Hamill's over there.
And we heard before the last choose Austin Hill's thought process. Kind of same thing here. He said, I got to work really hard for it, but I still think the bottom is the right call here. So he chooses first. Sammy Smith chooses second. Interesting radio conversation.
Chevrolet's not going to let Hocevar go.
Sammy Smith, he said, look, I know I'm going to have the front row as an option, but I don't know if this car can handle it. Feels very dirty out there.
Man, I would take the front row. Say it right now.
Take it.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be your best chance of winning. You got Jesse Love behind you.
Yep.
And I think Jesse Love's best chance of winning is to try to push
Sammy as
all
far
the
as
way
he
to
can.
the lead. Yeah, that's going to be his best shot.
By the way, we'll go green with 2 to go. But
And also, didn't I mention about the 8 car? Oh, so we're not in overtime yet. We're not in overtime yet, guys. Just to clarify that, they just said it. We're not in overtime yet. So, no overtime yet. Just regular 2 to go.
And be gentle enough that you can stay attached to him. I know Brendan knows how to do it, but he hasn't done it a lot today. So that could play a factor into this. And Jesse Love has been doing that all day.
And what a huge night it could be for Brendan Poole, Alpha Prime, and for all the smaller teams. This night,
No, for now. For now, Zachary, exactly.
It's the highest paying race of the year. It's massive to a smaller team like that to have a great finish here. He's put himself in a great position.
Prior to the choose, there were 11
This series owes Brendan Poole one now.
that have never won.
On one of these tracks, no less.
How about that? Could be a difference maker here tonight.
He's in a position tonight.
They will earn it because they're going to have to beat the best all time. Austin Hill in control. 2 laps to go.
Well, I can tell you guys are excited. Parker Swain and Adam stood up.
I'm just moving with the cars here.
I can tell, yeah.
I'm hoping they keep that fuel pack to the right side of the fuel cell.
Something to think about here as they chase this trophy. Once the white flag comes out, next flag ends the race.
Exactly, Adam. I think we all pretty much know that.
If you're not the leader and you wait, caution comes out, it's over.
Which is why Sammy Smith.
White flag comes out, next flag ends the race. Caution or checkered.
The chance is you could get a monster run at the caution
So.
come out after white flag and you're the winner.
Chandler Smith won here in the trucks.
Regular 2 to go.
At turn 3, you can rally from behind. 2 laps to go. Out front, Austin Hill, Sammy Smith. Here we go, one more time.
Austin had his hand out the window to try and instruct Brendan Poole when to go. Brendan's there. Both of them.
Pushing the heck out of the 8. Poole with a good shove to Hill. They're even off 2. Top side's getting a bigger run, it looks like. Third car. Oh, but Quapple's going to jump out. Down the back, and look at Carson. Oh, they're going to stack up on the outside. Look at Jordan Anderson up to 4th. We'll need to trail back to Algar. I think that's what he's doing. Trail that break back to the 7. White flag last lap. You need to start dragging back from him, guys. You want to get a run, you got to drag back from him. Drag back from him, that's it. Drag back. Drag back. Back it up. There you go. Oh, Poole hangs on to it. Algar! Algar, look at the outside. Look at Jordan Anderson. Anderson. And look at Ryan Sieg. Oh, big run. Big run may be coming. Is there enough time to get there? They stay locked together. They might. Not going to be enough. Well, he did it again. Man, Jordan Anderson was in a position. Sieg. It's just. They got to race at each other.
Well, he just keeps proving over and over again. You know, obviously RCR we know has the best cars, but Austin Hill continues to put himself in the right position at the right time. They took a chance, put 4 tires on, and were still able to get back to the front.
Love him or hate him, you can't deny.
And we made the checkered under green.
Skill set at this style racing.
We're 2 for 2. 2 for 2 on the weekend.
He just does everything correct. He manages the front of the field.
Truck race and the O'Reilly race.
Made every correct move to cover
Finish under green.
And ends up in victory lane. It's just amazing.
He is the draft dominator.
Great job. Great teamwork right there. Austin and Derek, hell of a job.
They're referring to Derek, his spotter, who also spots for Kyle Busch on Sundays. One of the best spotters on these type racetracks, able to give him all the information that he needs.
Well, Hamill, I don't like him. But, again, I respect the move. Again, I think it was that move to take tires. It was that move to take tires, and then nobody could team up to get a run around him. They tried. They just, nobody would work together to get around him. So...
He's the draft dominator, and he hit him right between the eyes tonight, sweeping the stages, leading 78 laps, and he'll take home 75 points. Career win number 15-11 in the draft.
But, I mean, we know he won't win the championship. He can win Daytona, but he can't win the championship, so...
Austin will celebrate with the crowd, and then he'll load up.
We know that.
Drive over to Mobile One Victory Lane for an interview.
Such a great moment right there.
The guy's an ass, but he knows how to run Daytona.
Jesse Love ended up 9th overall.
It's, yeah, I can't deny that. The guy, he may be an ass, but he knows how to win. He knows how to run Daytona. He did end up actually being, wow. The prediction ended up being dead even. It was a 50-50 split as far as the way people chose. 15 to 11 people, but the amount of channel points was exactly the same.
Raja Caruth ends up in the top 10 tonight. And the same for Blaine Perkins. A year ago, Blaine had a career season with 4 top 10s, including at Talladega in the fall, and a good start to 2026 for him. I don't know what's bigger, winning here in dominating fashion or going to Echo Park Speedway next weekend where this guy is off the chain good.
Well, think about RCR in general. I mean, last year was all about junior motorsports. Then they go to Phoenix. Jesse Love wins the championship, wins the race. They come right back here. The next race has their other driver, Austin Hill, in victory lane.
And now our Mobile One winning moment, final lap here at Daytona.
It looked like Brendan Poole.
I thought they were doing the right thing and laying back on him, too. I thought the 7 to the 44 were going to do it, and then I guess the push from Allgaier to Poole just got him sideways. Yeah, Hamill, I mean... Yeah, you just got him a little sideways. That was the difference maker. And I thought maybe Allgaier was going to get a good run here with Stieg to get back to him. They just were not quick enough. To Jordan Anderson, Ryan Sieg, 3rd and 4th.
For the most all-time, and how about that? That's awesome. What a souvenir for that young man.
He's got his driver's suit on. He's ready to go.
Yeah. Should have prepared. You want to be a race driver, you show up with your suit on and your helmet bag.
Pretty good time to be an RCR fan. Rewind to 2025, get a win at Phoenix, take home the championship. and you follow it up with a victory here in 2026 to start the year at Daytona. That's cool.
That reminds me of the finish of the 2012 500.
Burn the tires off the car. It won't run on the baking right now. It's like
The car's trying to catch a single car.
It's the hardest part of the night for him. Getting into victory lane.
Richard would be down there trying to find that boxed wine we had in victory lane earlier.
So you win on Saturday night, and tomorrow Richard Childress gets geared up for the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch starts on the pole.
To say he's got a pretty good starting spot for Sunday.
He's my pick to win.
Kyle Busch?
Yeah, this week.
Well, Jamie's picked to win.
He did get this right.
The hill, so,
So
hey,
glad.
I'm
So
just
glad you
trying to
patted me on
keep
the back.
things even up here.
Yeah, I would like it to be known I picked Jesse Love last year.
You did,
So,
okay.
Yeah. Basically, if you pick an RCR, you got a 50.
You got a good
50
shot. That's right.
He knows where this is. No direction needed.
He's a dad, and while he spent some quality family time,
Well, I can say why I don't like him, Robin, but everybody's got their own reasons why they don't. I don't like him because of the way he did his teammate dirty a couple years ago.
in 2026 is Austin Hill.
Personally, why I don't like him, but everybody has their own reasons, so you'd have to ask the individual why they don't like him, really. Everybody's got their own reasons. Actually, it's funny you say that, Thomas, because you know who Hill reminds me of? If you remember the video game Bully, he reminds me of the character. The cover character of the game Bully. I can't unsee that now. I can't unsee that now.
Was that decision in getting to victory lane?
Yeah, I mean, I love these guys, man. Everybody on the Spin It Chevrolet, everybody at RCR, ECR, CT Springs, everyone that makes this possible. There's a lot of
I think that's kind of a stretch, Jacob.
talking about right now, but yeah, you know, for me, when we went back out after the green flag stop, I just kept getting really tight off of 4, and I'd get really loose, and I'm like, man, if it comes down to the end of this thing and I'm getting pushed hard, I don't think I'm going to win the race. I think I'm going to end up wrecked. And that's what I love about this team. They believe in me. I believe in them. I know Chad Haney, my crew chief on the box, he was like, man, it's a really tough decision to go from being in 3rd to go back to 14th.
It's like a cross between the character from Bully and Bobby Hill, the other Hill, the fictional Hill.
Nobody was going middle, and I'm like, sure, I'll take it. Drove right up through there, and then I wanted to work with my teammate there at the end, Jesse, but I just knew that the bottom was going to surge, or I felt like it was. The top lane always gets discombobulated, and they move around a lot, and everyone's trying to screw everybody over, so I just thought the bottom lane was probably the best thing for me. Thought I messed up on the white flag lap off of 2. I got way out, and luckily...
And Poole did a good job to hang on to that car.
Whoever the blue car was, yeah, here it is right here. I almost missed this block, and right when I got down, he gave me a shot. I had to save the car, but and then after that, it was just hammered down and just hoping that they wouldn't get back to me. So Daytona's been so good to me. I love this place, and it's always fun to win and always fun to be here in Victory Lane talking to you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
A near perfect day here at the World Center of Racing for Austin Hill.
And if you want an idea what makes him so good, he was able to recall every single one of those blocks and moves. Didn't quite know that was Jordan Anderson there, but he knew it was a blue car. It's pretty impressive.
So I give credit to Jordan Anderson and Ryan Sieg, 3rd and 4th.
Open up the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series season. 21 car leads a bunch of laps, wins stages, and he gets the trophy. Austin Hill celebrating again.
Unlike other value meals, Arby's new $7.99 meat and free box has 3 sides, not just one. It's more meal for your money. Seriously. It's more meal for
Oh yeah, that's the big reason I don't like him, John. Is he very easily could have had both. RCR could have had both cars into the playoffs, and Hill decided, no, I'm gonna just dump my teammate instead. So, you know, that's my big reason why I don't really particularly like the guy. But at the same time, they've got the package worked out here. I mean, there's no denying that. There's something that they got that just works here.
It deserves WeatherTech. Order your American-made protection today at WT.com or WeatherTech. You know we got it.
If you have wet AMD or DME, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. And your condition doesn't.
But like I said, hey, he can win all these races all he wants. I know he's not going to win a championship with this series, but hell, his teammate won a championship before he did. So.
Monthly treatments.
Yeah, Poole's another one, Hamill. I'm between Poole, Sieg, Anderson. Especially Jordan Anderson at the end. I was like, where the hell did Jordan Anderson come from?
Or increased eye pressure. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke. There's still so much to see. Ask about Next Generation EYLEA HD, a treatment retina specialists trust.
As we mark 250 years of America, Wounded Warrior Project honors those who serve. They've given us their commitment and sacrifice. We're here to give them a brighter future. Our programs and services help warriors access VA benefits, improve mental and physical health, and thrive for a lifetime. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 2 years.
Also, I hope the little man had fun today, Hamill.
Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA250.
Somewhere out there, someone's paying $30 for a single plate of steak and shrimp. What?
Teeny tiny shrimp. But in here, we have big, beautiful shrimp.
In here, we're balling. It's actually fire. What is?
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, it's fire. It's fireballing.
Credit One Bank presents Max Out. He's a credit wrecker. His eyes are bigger than his wallet. And his credit score pays the price. You see, Max doesn't know he should only use 30% or less of his credit limit, because using his full line can lower his score. Don't be like Max Out. Instead, learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring. Why is that, you may ask? Because NASCAR and the NTT IndyCar Series are coming to Phoenix, and it's going to be a weekend of good vibes.
So like I said, give me a little bit once I end the stream and Days of Thunder on my Discord. I'm gonna screen share that. It's been a while since I actually watched it too.
Celebration continues in Mobile One Victory Lane here in Daytona. Austin Hill gets it down to the season opener for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Let's hear from his teammate. Here's Dylan Welch.
Jesse Love ultimately going to end up in 9th here at Daytona. We heard some radio about you kind of struggling to take pushes in the bottom lane. How much did that ultimately dictate what you could or couldn't do or wanted to do at the end of that race?
Yeah, it was a deficit, kind of the midway part of the race, but not at the end. But I was
Atlanta.
Get the guys behind me.
Yeah, it is Atlanta.
It's just so hard for guys to get through my
Or
buffer.
Echo Park Speedway, as it's called, but it's Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I feel for my guys, they want to be where that 21 group is, and yeah, I'm still a step behind Austin. He's so great at this craft, and I feel like he's a little more patient than I am right now, and I think that's kind of what my learning lesson is after tonight. I think I just wasn't patient enough when I really needed to be. Taking Sammy 3 wide probably wasn't the right move there. Made some other moves along the way in the waning laps that I probably could have done without. But I'll look back at it and learn from it, and Atlanta next week is a similar style flow of things. So try to take this learning lesson and bring that to Georgia.
Well, all smiles for Ryan Sieg with a top 3 finish tonight. How much fun were those closing laps?
No, that was the most fun of my race. I tried to take myself out of contention of the race. I hit the wall earlier and then cut a tire, and then we ran out of gas. And then I could never get the lucky dog. But no, just a lot of fun having the Hendrick power under the hood and a fast Syaps Chevrolet. So just glad to come out of here with a third. From the way it went, it was a wild race most of the race, and you're like trying to get your lap back to get our, you know what I mean, a lucky dog, and just it was wild out there. Everybody was just fighting all day, but it's definitely exciting for the first race for O'Reilly. So I'm excited for what we have. We have a strong Syaps Chevrolet, excuse me. But I'm excited to get to somewhere else where we can actually race, you know what I mean, a little bit, and not a drafting track, but either way, it's a lot of fun.
Thanks, Dylan.
Justin Allgaier is going to come out of Daytona in the second position. Exciting is a good word to describe your last couple laps too. You took a hard push. You were given some hard pushes. How ultimately did it shake out for you at the end?
Well, if I was a cat, I think I burned all 9 of my lives. So maybe this is your cue to go to your local humane society and adopt an animal, because I think I lived all those 9 lives tonight. But really proud of our team at Junior Motorsports. You know, everybody on the 7 team, you know, Andrew Overstreet, new crew chief, you know, coming in here and really leading what was a great night for us. I was looking off screen as you were getting ready to do this interview, and I think the 7 car was in the middle of all of those crashes, which is not ideal, not the way that I wanted it, but you know, damage repair, all the things that we did, we were able to get up there just a little bit short. You know, I was disappointed. I was really working well with Brendan there at the end and trying to give him the show up to make a run. You know, these last few laps were wild, but really proud of the effort we gave, the Hendrick Engine Shop, everybody at Chevrolet, all of our partners. You know, cool night, O'Reilly Auto Parts, first time in the sport. You know, they've made a big push with you guys on the CW, and it's been fun to watch. So I wanted to win, but hats off to Austin Hill and his old team, and we'll live on to next week and hopefully go get one there.
Another strong start to the season for Allgaier and the 7 team, Kim.
Well, Jordan Anderson and Baby Banks making his TV debut, but Jordan, matching your best finish of 4th. We were talking off air, and you said, man, I thought that was going to be the one. I thought we were going to win. Walk me through those closing laps.
Yeah, what a great finish for our whole team.
Jordan, you got close.
Lane was top 10. Thanks his first race, first time at Daytona, had him on the car with me. Honestly, the race kind of played right to our strategy. We were kind of hanging out in the back the first 2 stages and kept getting track position and kept working on the car. And, you know, the car kept getting better, but I don't get to do this a lot. So, you know, as we kept getting closer and closer, I'm like, all right, it's go time, it's go time. We kept getting closer, and we came off of turn 2 on the backstretch there. You know, watch that deal. I'm like, oh.
If he had a little more momentum running, could have got the fender to the inside of Hill. Not saying he would have won it, but he would have had a shot at it.
Top 5, like I said, I don't get to do this a lot, and you know, we keep working on growing this team every year. We have 3 cars full time all season, and this is
How the hell did Sammy save that car? He had a little help from Ryan Ellis, but saved it.
a great way to kick off NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Their introduction to sport, but just a testament. Our guys worked so hard all year, a lot of long hours. Chevrolet put a lot of effort in this program. Banks is happy. We're all happy. I had Easy Care in the car. You know, we've got the alliance with RCR this year, so we have really high hopes for good runs this year. But, you know, just so awesome to come out here to Daytona, get a good run. Everybody saw the 2 second-place finishes we had, and I was like, finally, this is it. We're going to, like, check the box and win at Daytona, but just more motivation to keep coming back here. We're going to win one of these things one day. And, yeah, I know Banks will not remember today, but we'll talk about the day he rode with me at his first race. We got a top 5. So I remember coming down here with my dad as a kid, sat in the grandstands over there. We slept in the back of my dad's Tahoe beside the dog track. We made a weekend out of it, and, you know, that's just what the sport's about. So it's cool to have the next generation of our team here. Hopefully he'll be running it one day when I get older, but just a lot to be happy about, a lot to be thankful about, and just hopefully this is the first of many, many more to come in 2026.
Big day for Jordan Anderson and this team, and Banks is happy. Guys, that's all that matters.
Wide as Jordan's were on that last lap.
I volunteered to babysit, by the way.
Thanks for the win tonight.
A couple other career best, Ryan Ellis and Raja Karuth, both in the top 10. Reaction to what we saw. Big weekend to start the year here in Daytona.
Huge. I mean, once again, RCR is just showing how much they're bringing to the O'Reilly Series right now. They ended the year as a champion last year, kick it off, and were dominant. They weren't as dominant qualifying, but once we got in the race, those 2 RCR Chevys were unbelievable, and especially that man right there in Austin Hill.
Yeah, and I was impressed with some guys that didn't get great finishes. But I thought
Yeah, I mean,
had a great night. I feel like he was pretty hard on himself in the interview. Also, Raja Cruz, I thought he did an exceptional job tonight. It's going to be a learning curve for those guys. They're new to the series, and there's going to be some ups and downs. But I thought both of them did an exceptional job. I don't think anyone's surprised to see RCR back in victory lane here. The team, those guys in Welcome, North Carolina, need to all be proud of everything they've done because they worked really hard at it and they deserve it.
It's a new era in NASCAR. We're off and rolling with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Daytona in the rear view. Next up, Atlanta qualifying Friday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And our pre-race coverage Saturday for the race begins at 4:30 on CW. We're glad you watched, hung around. What a finish here at Daytona. For Carla Metz, Kim Kuhn, Dylan Weber.
All right. We got one more, guys. 2 down, 1 more to go. The big one. The Daytona 500.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any
So.
form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on out of here because I gotta go get me a shower done, and then for those that don't follow, but let me do this in my Discord, which I do have a Discord. We do stuff during the week, you know, just kind of hang out and stuff. So if you're looking for a place to hang out during the week when, you know, nothing's going on, come join us. But I'll be doing Days of Thunder in there tonight. Maybe he wants to join me. But in case I don't see you tonight, we'll see all of you, or majority of you, tomorrow. We got Daytona 500 to get through. So peace, people. Peace. As I say. And every stream, peace.